can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range. Cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You'll never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the
whisper, screamed it at the top of your lungs. We gained momentum.
Ladies and gentlemen,
You made us unstoppable.
for a brand.
We had a vision for change.
Turn it off. Now!
You made it a revolution. We told you we are the future.
Anyone out here watching this new show?
The future is now.
Are you ready?
Disruptors, breaking it and making it.
How we looking? Solid. Yeah. Real solid.
Dollar bill, y'all.
They love it when I turn up the bass.
Look at this. Look at this. And that was without even a single drop of rum. Look at this. Look it. I like the energy. Whoa. I'm streaming over here. Damn, what the fuck is that? I'm just streaming over here.
Pretty good, Dad.
Right? All right.
Fuck your life.
I don't feel so good.
We're supposed to have 4 Fresh Prince, but I don't know what's going on this
I don't. They got my homie, man.
Yeah.
Top G. I don't give a shit. She's an American. If we can get her back, great. But like, bro, that shit is not even a comparable trait.
Holy Jesus. What is that? What the fuck is that? What is that private pile?
Can you say Billy Joker?
That was perfect.
Keep up with me. I'm like that little the tree stump from the Apollo. Good luck. He wouldn't know what that is. Don't tell me the Apollo or that.
They love it when I turn up the bass.
Grown and more seductive than sex. I can see that.
I'm not fucking riding fucking The Rock dick either.
Whoa.
No, I'm not saying. I'm just
Listen. Some of y'all is never going to make it to your destiny until you learn how to clap in the audience for who's on stage. See, y'all, a lot of y'all too busy trying to make it to the stage that you forget.
Yo.
Fucking guy's teeth, yo.
Yo,
he didn't even have to say anything. Oh my god.
oh man, I saw that shit on TikTok. That shit popped up on my timeline. I'm like, what the fuck is happening here? I thought he had some fake shits in, but look at his timeline. It's teeth. He's a real teeth. Oh man. Oh, welcome to Untitled Live, y'all. Welcome to Untitled Live, episode 137. Woo! That was it for me. What is cracking, y'all? We made it to another Friday. We're here. We're chilling with the boys. We're gonna talk about some movies. We're gonna talk about some leaks. We're gonna talk about all kind of shit that's happening out there in the world. So if you're easily offended, I'm sorry. This might not be the show for you. Oh man. Yo, how was your week, Red? No, you know what? I'm gonna start with sober because I think you have a good story. So I'm gonna
Before we get into weeks, I just want to give a quick
shout
out. No, quick rest in peace to superstar Billy Graham, who just passed away, and Jim Brown, who just passed away as well. So rest in peace to those two legends.
That's what's up, man. Yeah, I seen. Was it today or yesterday? It was both of them that passed today.
Both of them died yesterday.
Yesterday, yeah. Now I know I saw it somewhere on my timeline. Yeah, that shit's crazy, bro. This world is going. I mean, I think that's what's gonna happen, man. Like a lot of like the folks that we grew up like watching, they're gonna like soon, pass away and shit like that. Like it's gonna happen. So it's like, damn, bro, it's crazy.
Yeah, man, we're up there in age. We're at the age where we start losing things.
Yeah,
man.
I was watching the Man Called Otto again. I caught a little bit of it towards the end, like watching my wife. I'm like, I don't know why you watching this shit. This shit is gonna be making you ugly cry. And I just happened to walk by and I just like started watching it again and whatever. I'm like, nah, I felt the itchies again. I'm like, nah, I'm not watching this shit. It's just too fucking sad, dude. This is a sad fucking story.
It's on Netflix, right?
It's on Netflix, yeah.
Yeah, I'll watch it.
Oh yeah, I mean, go ahead and watch it, man. If you do not cry, if you don't cry, Red, for this shit, like not cry, like kind of like tear up, then you just got like nerves of steel, you made different.
I don't know. I think I am because everybody's saying that they cried for like Guardians, and I did it.
My man was like Drax.
Like I get the emotion. Like I was like, yo, it's sad and everything that happened. Like, but like crying, I didn't cry. Like, and I feel weird because everybody else say, everybody else like, yo, I cried. All my friends like I cried. I'm just sitting there like, why am I not crying? Like, what the fuck?
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question.
I'm about to go get counseling or some shit. Yeah.
Nah. You may not have that. I don't know. Some people just don't cry, but they feel the emotion. They just don't like react like physically. You don't tear up.
Yeah.
But do you remember like the last time you cried watching a film?
Oh, yo, the only movie.
I
can say that made me like shed a tear, but it was like when I was way younger. Was American Tail when he's singing that song Somewhere Out There and he's like missing his parents. Yeah. Bro, yeah, that shit got me, yo. I was tearing up as a kid, like.
So my man hasn't cried in the movie
when Optimus died in the Transformer movie.
So you talking about you haven't cried? You haven't cried since the 80s?
Yeah.
Damn.
Not for movies at least. Yeah. Nah. I don't cry.
Damn.
But I feel the emotions though. Don't get me wrong. I feel the emotions. I just don't get the tears. Just don't produce.
Yeah, I did Guardians again, and yeah, dude, I was getting the itchies. I'm like, damn, bro. It's just like I said before, I just felt happy for them. Like, it was a fulfilling story, and it was like, all right, cool. People like, there's no downers. Like, you know what I mean? Anyone is out to, they have their own thing, like their own shit. Oh man, damn. Maybe we need somebody from the audience or whoever's on the Discord. If you have like a recommendation, like a really sad fucking movie that Red needs to watch, and see if we could break them.
I don't think so. I don't think I could be broken. Like.
My man, if you cry, you're gonna cry like that old dude that cried for the first time, like in 30 years or some shit. Remember that shit? He was like, Murr! Like.
That shit's you never seen that one, Stinky? That shit's a classic.
I think I've only seen it as like clips.
It's always out of context clips.
Yeah,
it's always out of context.
I did. It's like his son wants to tell him that he loves him, like, and he wants him to like, cause he's a drug addict or some shit like that. So
Like,
I didn't. The real footage is like,
I still love you. He was like,
yeah.
Oh man.
Hotel Wanda. That won't make me cry. It'll just make me upset.
Yeah, nah, that shit. That movie's
because like movies like that and like Rosewood, where like a massacre, like whatever. I see them like people get massacred and stuff. It'll just make me upset. It's not gonna make me cry. I'm just gonna want to fight.
P.S. I Love You was a really sad.
I saw that movie. It didn't make me cry, but yeah, it was very sad.
That
Gerard, that was one of Gerard Butler's like sleeper hits. Nobody really watched that shit either.
Which one?
I said that was one of Gerard Butler's sleeper hits, but nobody really watched it.
Yeah, now he got like he has a movie like every year, and it's like some B-list movie that I like. Every single one of them shit. The recent one he just dropped was like maybe like a couple of months ago. Was it called I think Plane or some shit? That shit was good.
I wanted to watch that. It came out of theater so fast though, bro. Like I'm like, damn, I didn't get a shot.
Yeah, man, the Olympus has fallen, Angel has fallen, like all these
those are my movies. Those are my movies. Olympus
they're good.
Yeah,
they're good. That's you know what it is. I have like a love for like these old like because they feel like 90s movies, like 90s action movies.
Bro, I've been a fan of Gerard Butler since 300. Once I first saw him in 300, that's when I first noticed him. He may have been in movies before that, but I first noticed him in 300. And ever since then, I'm like, yo, this dude is cool, man. Very underrated actor.
Yeah, same. 300 was the first.
Yeah.
I think the only one I didn't like maybe was not so much was I think Gamer. I didn't like Gamer too much.
My Girl got me as a kid.
Oh yeah, My Girl with the fucking. Where's his glasses? He gotta wear his glasses. Where's his glasses?
Oh my god.
That shit was fucked up, bro.
That nigga was dead. That nigga was hella dead, yo. The bees killed his ass, yo.
Yo, my man, he was just trying to get the mood ring and just ate it, bro. Just couldn't respawn. Fuck that,
Macaulay Culkin. You know, I went to the same school as Macaulay Culkin. We went to the same private school. I never got to meet him though. We went to, I think it was St. Francis or St. Joseph. I got kicked out of that shit. I was too bad as a kid.
Wow.
Yo, I know that. Yo, it's funny. I noticed. I've been watching like the Andrew Schultz and Charlamagne the God, and they have a podcast called like Brilliant Idiots.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been watching that shit for like at least like a year or two, right?
Well, Alex.
Like, yeah, I just realized
he worked in Best Buy. Yeah, that's Alex.
Every time I saw him, I'm like, yo, he looks like the dude from Time Warner.
And, yeah, he was. Yep. That's
and then I'm like, so they never said his name. So like today, I was watching the episode today, and it was like, so Alex, what you think? I'm like, wait, what? And I was like, oh shit. I was like, damn, bro. Like, and then he's like super connected. Like, I'm like, damn, that's
he knows a lot of celebrities now and stuff like that. He does. He even has his own studio for like recording podcasts. Like, you could like he rents out a studio for you can record. He rents out a studio so you can record your podcast.
Yeah, it was one time I was talking to him. He was dating that chick. I forgot the chick's name. Spanish chick.
The one from East
Finance.
Right?
She did finance.
Finance?
Yeah. She looked like Selena Gomez in the face.
I know you're talking about Jeanette or something like that.
Jeanette, yeah. And I remember I was asking him one time, I was like, yo, like, how you getting all these fucking sales, bro? He's like, yeah, man, I put my information on the newspaper. I'm like, oh, word? And he was like, yeah, you're not supposed to do that. No lie, like 2 weeks later, he gets canned because he put his information in the newspaper, like his like, hey, I'm coming to this store.
Wow.
I was like, oh shit, man. You've seen him before. I know. You've seen him before. You know what I'm talking about. You know what we're talking about, right?
I can't remember by name. I think I remember by face.
Yeah. So I was like, oh shit, that's what's up.
Alex Media on Instagram. That's his name.
Yeah, I gave him a follow. I'm like, oh shit, that's what's up. He used to kick it. Shit, man. Plug us in, bro. Holla at us. We got a little thing going on.
Like, come rent some studio time and do your podcast.
Yeah, man. Let's do like an in studio podcast.
Shit, I'll do it. That's a nice studio.
Yeah, man. That's what's up, man. Yeah. So like the first half of the show, guys. For those that just stumbled across this channel, we do like a quick temperature check amongst the panel. Let's start with Soul Break, man. How was your week, bro?
Pretty good. I haven't watched anything this week. I've been too busy with Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom, and also kind of I got the tournament next week, so I'm trying to ready my deck for that. And I just added some new cards to it, so now I got to relearn how to play the deck with the new cards in it. And I got like less than a week and a half to do it for the tournament. So, I mean, hopefully things work out. Have a good time over there.
Yeah, word.
But I mean, otherwise, that's pretty much my week. I mean, I don't nothing really on the.
Jeff was thinking to see it.
But back up a little bit because it's too bright. This is still too bright. Just screenshot and put it in the chat. Yeah,
Well, that's what's up, man. Well, yeah, hopefully you make it far along in this tournament. Don't lose in the first round, bro. Like
I did that last time.
You know what I mean? Like, rock an untitled shirt or something like that. You get some promotion and shit. Let all the stinkies know, like the real stinkies.
Wow.
That we have a Discord, that we have a Yu-Gi-Oh channel, like community. So send them over to our little channel.
I wanted to get some shirts made before the tournament. I wanted to do like Brick Gaming, put Untitled on it and everything, but I couldn't find like any good like jersey. All the ones that I wanted that were like jersey style, like were like you had to order like 50 of them. I was like, man, I ain't doing that shit. I was like, I just want one.
Yeah, nah, they ain't with that shit. You need to be like, you gotta buy like 5 XLs, 5 double XLs, like I mean, some of them will like do like a sample just to see whether or not you like it or not. But I mean, it depends on the establishment if they want to do that shit.
Send it in the group chat on Discord.
That's what's up, man. My week was pretty chill. I did Guardians again with the family this time around. That was good. That movie has great rewatchability. Like if it makes you want to, like, you don't get tired of the movie. Well, no. I don't know. It's just 2, but like compared to like the other like Marvel shit, DC shit, like that drop. Like I watch it once and I'm good. Like this one, I'm like, I don't have no problem watching it. If it shows up on TV, I'll watch it again. It's just a good fucking movie. It makes it's, I don't know, it just makes you feel like of the old Marvel shit. What else did I do? I played some games. It's been a minute. I played some. I got on the PS5. Played some Ratchet and Clank. Fucking killed that game. Oh my god, that shit was. It was a really good game. To be honest, I'm like, why the fuck I've never like finished this game like in its entirety. So I had a good time with that. Watched White Man Can't Jump on Hulu. Did not hate it. I did not hate it. It was not like there was like some beats of the original, but it was more like his own thing. But it was okay, but you could tell it was like a little like low budget, and I guess I don't know. Maybe they just need to capitalize on the IP. I don't know. There's certain things that like you think like who asked for this movie, but
yeah, that's my thing. It's like it's a weird. It's a movie or a TV series?
It's a movie.
It's a weird movie to remake. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a weird movie to remake, but it has some good jokes. A lot of like, it was a lot of like race jokes, like towards like
That's
white
the
people.
original movie. There was a lot of race shit going on.
Nah,
in
but
there,
like they was wilding, they was calling him what is it? They was calling him wild, crazy shit. Like they did not stop. And I'm like, I remember the original shit, but back in the days, like in the '90s, the world was a little bit different, right? But this shit was like a little over the top. Like, god damn, they like cooking him right now. What else I did? Oh, I did Fast 10.
10. I still can't believe there's 10 of those goddamn movies.
Bro, like, I don't know if everyone on the panel seen it, but
I seen
it. I don't know what's wrong with me, man. I don't know if it's. I hate that I like these movies so much. That's what it is. I hate that I like them.
I already said it's
so
my
much.
guilty pleasure. I like it.
But it's so like this movie here was like complete. Like if I was to remove my bias, right? This movie's complete trash, right? But like I like it. You know what I mean? It's for people that don't know the lore or don't really follow Vin Diesel or follow the cast. If you go watch this movie thinking that you're gonna get a complete story, you're gonna be really pissed off. Because the movie doesn't do a good job stating that it's like a part 1 of 2. You know what I mean? It just says Fast 10. No part 1, no part 2. So when the shit ends, you're like,
yeah.
You're like,
yeah.
What?
It was a weird ending. Yeah.
It ends like a show. It ends like a TV show. And I'm like, yeah, nah, that's kind of fucked up, man. Because like you baited people and people are like, holy shit, like there's no indicator that is a part 2 until you see the end part of Fast 10. So, but yeah, if you could think of like the outlandish shit that's been happening since the movie dropped, like since Vin Diesel became a superhero, this is on 10. No pun intended. Like he does some wild shit that makes no sense, man. He was playing bowling with fucking helicopters. That was I don't want to spoil it.
Yeah, you spoiling, man.
It was in a trailer. You know, when the 2 helicopters snap, but it just shows like a little more after that. And like it shit is crazy, bro. It's outlandish, man. But yeah, man. Yeah, people are giving it like 5 out of 10s. I'm like, I'm there too. I enjoy it. I'm one of those reviewers that for this movie, like this movie was like a Ryan score. I will get like a 30% Ryan score for me, but then the context below it, but like amusing and funny and it will be like it'll be the opposite of what the score is. So yeah, man. But other than that, man, chill. This week has been good to me. So how about your week, Red?
My week is good, yo. I got my Fast 10 cards.
Oh man.
You want to give that shit free when it was in the movie theater, bro? I went to the movie theater.
Was it like they give you one card or they give you like a pack of cards?
It's a pack.
It's a pack, okay.
I don't got the Diesel though. I don't got Diesel and I don't have
Oh, they're random?
Yeah, they're random. So I don't have Vin Diesel and I don't have the main villain.
You gotta go watch it again. I mean, that's pretty much what they're saying.
If they have more cards, I should have told the guy, give me 2 packs, man. Come on.
That shit crazy, man. I want to talk about that. Like, I don't want to talk about the movie, but later on we could talk about stuff that's not spoiler like ish. But I need to get something off my chest. But proceed, Fred.
Yeah, so I went to just gave it away that I went to go see Fast 10. I enjoyed the movie. The ending was weird. Like Fresh said, like it was a weird ending, so it kind of like really cut down the movie score. So like if it didn't end the way it ended, I think the movie score would have been higher for people. But the fact is, like the way it ends is like you get no kind of satisfaction from it or nothing like that. Like there's no even episode like Star Wars episode 5 when the heroes get their ass kicked. There was still some kind of satisfaction to it. You know what I mean? Like there was you knew like it wasn't over, but you still got some kind of like sense of like closure or some shit when you saw the movie at the end of the movie. There was none of that for Fast 10. It was like it was like he said, it ended like it was a TV episode or something. Like, stand by next week for. It was like a weekly episode or some shit like that. It ended like a weird.
It was like Infinity War. That's what it ended like that. But the thing that with Infinity War, they shot 1 and 2 together. So the next movie came out a year later. Like they didn't film part 2 with part 1. So we have to wait for them to get back into the writer's room whenever that shit is done to film. Like we're not gonna get the second parts of the shit for like another 2 years. This is wild.
No, I think they filmed it all. He's lying. I think it's gonna come out next year. The rest of it. There's no way you could end it the way you ended it and then have niggas wait 2-3 years for another part, yo. That's like, nah, you can't do that, bro. You have to have this movie come out next year.
I hope so. I hope that I'm wrong.
But I mean, I enjoyed it. I actually liked Jason Momoa's character. He was kind of like Vin Diesel's Joker. Like he's like whatever time Vin Diesel's on, he's on that same time with him. He's on that same time with him, and maybe even a step ahead, yo. Like it was a really watching that back and forth was pretty entertaining to me.
But him being a dude from Brazil with no accent, it's crazy to me.
Well, he's from when they talk about his past, he's really from all over. He's not really from Brazil. Because they said his mother was a Pacific Islander. So he was like, and then remember, and the father did say he was with the mother at first, and then he took him in or whatever like that, because the mother was like he was too violent or some shit like that.
Damn, I missed that part. I must have.
That was at the beginning of the movie when they were talking at the beginning of the movie. The father was like,
I must have blinked real hard for that one. I'm like, holy shit. I'm trying to think like, is a Vin Diesel? Is he Spanish? Jody, like, then his grandmother comes out and his grandmother's super Spanish accent. I'm like, so he's Spanish. But then you look at Jacob, right? Jacob is a white man. Like, what the fuck is happening here?
Toretto, I think that's supposed to be I think it's supposed to be that Toretto's an Italian name. Isn't that an Italian name? Or
that's the first I've heard that name. I think it may. I don't know. It's I don't know. Chat if you guys know. I don't fucking know. It makes no sense.
Yeah, so I don't know. I saw Guardians again. Not today, but I saw it on the Sunday. I went to go see it.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoyed it. I think I enjoyed it more the second time around than I did the first time around. Like,
yeah, I noticed one thing from the second go around. I'm like, oh shit, I didn't see that originally, but saw it again. I'm like, oh shit, that's what's up, man.
It is Italian, all right. That's what I figured. It's Italian. So it's Toretto's Italian name. I knew it.
Yeah, but it's Italian. But then his grandmother comes out, and then his grandmother is the father.
The father's mother, yeah.
And she's Hispanic. Watch the movie, Prince.
Rita Moreno.
Ain't nothing makes sense.
Yeah, she's super Hispanic. She looks like an elf.
Maybe the
she look like an elf.
Maybe she's Hispanic and the father's Italian. The
Possibly.
her husband was probably Italian. That's where the Toretto come from.
Possibly, man. We trying to find logic in there. Gene pool, we're gonna fucking be lost.
I mean, Vin Diesel in real life is a black man. He's have like half black, half white. So
he's like German and black, yeah. Vincent Sinclair.
He's a mutt. He's a mutt in Fast and Furious. So far my week was good. Caught a ex-employee stealing.
I just saw the post in the Discord. I was like,
I'm not gonna go too much details on here, but that shit was just crazy. What a moron. Anyway, but I caught a dude trying to steal two hard drives from in the back of the Apple wall. So I'm over here. I'm kept seeing him. I go back there. I say, bro, take the hard drives out your bag. Let me get them. And he goes, nah, man. He's like straight up telling me no. I'm like, what? Like, take the damn hard drives out your bag, yo. He's like, I ain't got nothing in here. I said, bro, I just seen it right there. First you told me no, and then I just seen it right now before when he zipped up the bag, yo. So I got my hand on the bag. He's trying to pull, and he's trying to be like, I got needles. You're gonna get poked. I got needles. You're gonna get poked. I'm like, bro, take the fucking thing out your bag. So then another guard had to come around. See him? It was like a female guard, but she deeped her voice. She's like, take it out your bag. He got scared. Nigga took it out the bag. When he turned around and saw it was a girl, he's like, man. So he's leaving and he's talking bad shit. He's mad because he got punked by the girl. So he's walking out and he's telling one of the other workers, oh, you lucky. He said, you lucky I don't knock your ass out. I said, you ain't gonna knock out shit. So he said, what you said to me, fat boy? I was like, you heard what I said, dude? So then he's like, he said, I knock your ass out too. I said, come do it. Come do it. Come do it. Yeah, I was in full on rage mode now. I was like, yeah, come on, let's come do it. So then he's like, nah, you come outside. I said, all right. I put the two hard drives down. I walk outside. My man start running away. He almost got hit by a bus. Yo.
Yo. Oh no.
Yo.
That's crazy.
I said, look at you. You told me come outside. You run like a little bit. You run like a little bee. You're a bee. That's what I kept saying the whole time. You're a bee. I know he kept saying, fat boy, fat boy. I said, that's all you got. That's all you got, bitch. And I came back inside and then, sat down and calmed down, you know what I mean? Because
do some meditation.
Adrenaline was pumping. Had to make sure I didn't do something stupid. Oh, man. But, yeah, other than that, it was a quiet week. I played the Disney Speedstorm. That shit's pretty fun.
Which one is that?
That's the Disney Mario Kart game I was telling you about.
Oh, yeah, you were talking about that last week. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I thought it was coming out like soon, but that shit's out.
That shit. They have like some kind of like what Multiverse did, where it's like you could play the game before the releases. I guess they're letting you try to get them out. You buy I paid for it, so like whenever it releases, I'm gonna just get the game. They're gonna give me the game or whatever like that. But like, I'm playing the shit right now. It's fun. They got like you have the different tracks, like based on like the different characters, the Disney characters, and like they'll play like music from the movies, but they'll like mix it up with some techno like kind of like upbeat shit, like EDM kind of beats.
Yeah,
shit's pretty cool, man. I'm over here singing like I'm playing the Mulan stage. Be a man, you gotta be some raging. It's like with the little techno beat. Yeah, that game's pretty fun, man. I'm enjoying it so far. So far, I like playing with Donald because that's my favorite Disney character. And yeah, we doing our thing in these streets.
I was kind of pissed off because like the whole like multiverse is like I spent money on that shit, and that shit's getting shut down.
They said they're coming back. It's like I think this whole thing was a beta.
Yeah, it's coming back, but like, all the shit that you bought before that, all the shit that you earned, you're not getting none of that shit back.
The bullshit. I paid for that shit, yo.
That's what I'm saying. They put it on their website like you get nothing, none of the shit that you earn, the shit that you have.
So you took our money and you're not gonna give us our shit back?
Man, oh my bad, y'all, bro. My bad, y'all, bro. I fucked up this whole mood right now.
Nah, them niggas is fucking criminals. Yo. What company is this? I'll never buy a game from that company again. Boy, that Player One shit. Nah, that's criminal shit, yo. What the fuck do they think this is, yo? You have people spending their money on your shit, bro. It wasn't like these things were free.
Yeah. But the argument is going to be like, oh, you were just buying a license to use it. You don't own it.
Get the fuck out of here.
That's gonna be the argument.
You had people buying skins. You had people buying skins, buying emotes. You had all that kind of shit that you had people buying, people paying money for. The shit wasn't free. It wasn't like you play the game and you unlock it. There was shit that you had to pay for. You had to buy the stupid little gems for and then unlock it to unlock these shits, yo. And then you're telling people they're not getting their shit back when the game come out. Yo, you can kick rocks, yo.
Yeah.
I'll never buy another Player One game ever. If they do that shit, I'll never buy another one of their games. Yo. That shit is fucking crazy.
Yeah, I read that shit. They I think they tweeted it and they were talking about how like it was just a beta,
Beta my ass. Like even
like,
Call of Duty beta, they let you keep the shit that you earn. That's the whole point of the thing. Oh, play out beta, and then you'll have this shit when the real game come out that nobody else will have if you play out beta. That was the whole point.
Yeah, because I bought some shit, man.
Yeah.
Even though I didn't play it as hard, but like I still bought shit. And I still
but to have your shit when you come up, no man, they got me. They got who? Who?
Yeah, my bad, bro.
My blood is boiling. My blood is boiling right now, boy. Oh boy. Oh my god.
Yeah, man. I was like, damn, bro. Like, really? Because I still have points left over, and I'm like, I can't use those points.
You can't shoot these niggas. You can't shoot it. You can't. Can we shoot them? We can shoot them, right? We can do like class action lawsuit where everybody chips in.
They should. Because I bought like the founder shit, right? Because I'm trying to like support it because I was enjoying the game. I'm like, let me support it, right? Whatever. Nah, bro. Like, what's the point of being a founder if you don't get the game for free and get the shit that you got? It's just kind of whack, bro.
You're supposed to have the founder shit to prove that you were supporting the game from day one. That's what the whole point of the founder shit is. So when other people see you have shit that they can't get, it's because you did the founder shit.
Yeah, which is wild, man. Like a lot of these beta shit, like even like Fortnite, right? Fortnite makes billions, right? They're still considered a beta. It's not the full game. It hasn't come out yet.
Fortnite is not a beta no more, man. That's a game. You can't be in beta for years, yo.
They've been but it says beta. You play the game, it says beta. So
Yeah,
like,
it's true.
Yeah, but it's crazy, man. There's a new game that's coming out soon. I think it's gonna have like all the anime characters. Like it's like Smash Brothers. For all the anime, it's gonna have One Punch. It's gonna have all that shit.
What? Japan is allowing some shit like that?
Yeah, it's called something Ultimate. Some shit. It's gonna have like Attack on Titan. It's gonna have all the anime that's on that.
They know me. I'm tight about sharing their IPs in Japan. So
hey, yo, John.
Maybe I've seen Frame Makers on Steam. No, I haven't. What is that? Some scary shit? Sounds scary. Fresh Prince, welcome.
But yeah, so let me continue on my week. So I played the Disney Speedstorm. I've been enjoying that.
It's called Disney what? Speedster?
Speedstorm.
Speedstorm.
Like, so I'm having fun with it. Like if you like kart games, it's a good kart game. I like it.
I don't play card games anymore. I blame Stinky for that.
Wow. I know Stinky like card games.
Yeah, 100% when he wins, all the time.
I can't hate me for being good at racing games.
I don't know. Kart is dangerous. I think it's not like racing. It's more. It could end friendships, yo. Like racing, you could just take the loss. Like, damn, I didn't cross that finish line fast enough. But like when you hit me with a blue shell and I've been winning the whole race, and then you caused me to drop down to like 5th place because that blue shell hit me right before the finish line. That's fighting words, man.
Did you watch our stream? Because that sounds like exactly what I was thinking did to all of us.
I didn't do that. I was ahead of all y'all the whole time. I don't know what you talk about.
Stinky say, Stinky's like, oh, excuse me, I gotta be in the back to get the
this
blue
shit
shot.
happened this happened 5-6 years ago, bro. And he still thinks he's dumb tight. We didn't do a review, man. Did we?
Probably.
I think we did like a quick review. We didn't do like
on the show. We didn't do like a standalone. We should have done one though.
Yeah.
We should have done one for Guardians too.
We didn't talk about Guardians in full, right?
Yeah, man.
I mean, what you want to know about Super Mario, man? It's been out long enough. We can talk about that shit. Fuck.
Yeah. It's already out on digital already, man. Which is crazy. That shit was still making more money in the theaters.
I was about to go pay to see it in the theaters again. I realized, I think I can watch this free now. I was about to pay more money to go see that shit.
Yeah, man, we could definitely talk about it. You know, just get through the week and get through Fresh Prince this week.
Yeah,
I mean,
so
I'm not sure if you're done.
I'm munching, so you can skip my week.
I'm still on my week. So we keep getting sidetracked when I talk about stuff.
It's always the way.
So I'm definitely almost done with Hunter x Hunter.
Nice.
The King art is kind of crazy, yo. Like,
yo,
right now I'm watching it where he's playing this board game with this girl or some shit like that.
Yeah.
And he's like, he's trying to wonder why he feel like emotions for the girl and stuff like that. Like, and then like they're about to infiltrate the castle, and then but he has like that red, I forgot the guy's name, the red ant, that like the big muscle dude. He's sitting on the stairs, guarding the stairs now where they're supposed to pop up. I'm like, oh man, this is gonna go all kinds of crazy, yo. So I want to watch it because I heard the old man and the king fight is like one of the top anime fights ever, yo. So,
bro, that fight, yeah,
I want to see it, yo.
I agree, wholeheartedly.
They said it's on the list of one of the top anime fights, so I have to. I want to get to it, so I'm hurrying. I'm hurrying as fast as I can. But yeah. Other than that, my week was good, man. You know, chilling. What's up? It's your turn, Castapolix.
Munching.
It's not Fresh Prince anymore. It's Castapolix.
It's always a Fresh Prince. That'll never change. What's good though? It's good to be back. I know I'm late, but
You can tell when Gemini's in there this season and start putting up Castapolix shit up and stuff. Man.
I ain't never seen nobody put this up before, to be honest.
Nobody don't know where Gemini's season comes from.
I was about to say, I was gonna give you props, you know what I'm saying? Because you like the only person that actually seems like they know. Nobody else said anything, so I know nobody knows.
Nobody knows what Gemini's
yeah. But this is our vibe. This is the type of stuff we be on. You know what I'm saying? So for anybody that is watching the stream, yes, Castor Pollux. Those are the two names of the actual Zodiac Gemini twins. And fun fact, also Castor and Pollux were the two brothers, and Castor and Pollux Troy were the two brothers in Face Off. Nick Cage and other dude. But yeah.
Wasn't one of them like a rapist?
Wow.
What, in real life?
Oh, and
no, by rape. Rape means a different thing back then. Rape mean they got.
We say grape.
They whisked the girl away. Grape. Okay. Like that's what it means back then. So then they say like the grape of Helen of Troy.
Yeah.
Like she got graped. She got like basically she was in a marriage and like Paris stole her away to his world, even though she went willingly. You know what I mean? They still call it the grape. Back in those days, sir.
It's not like courting. It's not, you're not courting someone. You're just taking them and just.
It's technically courting, yeah. So like even with Hades when he took his wife Persephone, they called that the grape of Persephone.
Mm-hmm.
But it was really him courting Persephone, and he just wasn't able to keep her all the time because the mother was throwing her like a temper tantrum and killing all the crops on Earth. So they had to make a deal where she comes to Earth sometimes, so that's how the season. That's the story of the seasons. So when she's on Earth, we go through summer and spring, and when she's not on Earth, we go through fall and winter.
Gotcha.
Wow, that's really cool. I didn't know that.
So yeah, what they did, they basically took these girls that was betrothed to their cousins.
Okay, weird.
And they bagged them for them. They bagged the girls for themselves. And that started a rivalry between them and their cousins.
Like a Baratheon, when Shorty left.
Mm-hmm.
The guy with Aegon. Aegon, right?
Yeah, it was Aegon.
Rhaegar. Is it Rhaegar or Rhaegon?
Oh yeah, I'm thinking John.
I think it's Rhaegar. Yeah, it's Rhaegar. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we gotta put it's graping.
Yeah, it's great. Sorry, great.
YouTube
gotta watch it, man. We're already like teetering the YouTube guidelines. Surfing on that shit.
Just remember that, kiddies. Whenever you read mythology and you see the grape of somebody, it doesn't mean that. It means like, oh, they whisked them away or stole them from another suitor or something like that.
Or so yeah, someone they were betrothed to.
Mhm.
But yeah, Gemini season, we coming. It's here. But yeah, it's been a good week. I haven't done too much other than work. Typical fatherly duties, things of that nature. I started watching the Flintstones. Finished the Jefferson. Well, I didn't finish the
The
Jefferson.
cartoon or the
Yeah.
movie?
No. I started watching the cartoons again.
Damn.
Yeah, I've been doing like old school stuff on Tubi lately because they be having a lot of new things.
How many
Well,
episodes
not
was
new,
that?
but the Simpsons. Sorry, the Flintstones. I think has like 9 seasons. I think. The Jeffersons had 11, but they only have 4 on here, so I finished the first 4. So hopefully they throw the
How many
rest of
episodes
these
a
on here
season? Though?
soon. For the Jeffersons, it was like 26 a season. Let me see. The Flintstones, we have 6 seasons on here. I don't know if that's total, but yeah, 6 seasons, and then there's 26. So that seems like it was the basis back then, like 25, 26 episodes per season.
That's a lot of cartoons.
Yeah. So I've been, doing stuff like that. 227. Old school
That
stuff
was
like
that was my show.
Sanford and Son. I didn't start Different Strokes yet, but that's on my list too. So I'm just going back and honestly, I'm trying to like watch like all of our old shows like through an older lens. Because I've been amazed at just how topical and how relevant a lot of these shows were, especially going back to like Sanford and Son and the Jeffersons. These things were like on in the 70s. And there's still a lot of things that they talk about that we still running around and complaining and arguing with each other about now. So it's crazy.
Different strokes.
So let me see.
That is a white man singing that song. That fucking Alan Thicke. Alan Thicke
was it? Let me see. I think that's about it. I didn't really. I did see Guardians. I plan to go again. I want to take my son to see it, but I did see it for the first time. I didn't get to see Fast 10 yet. Fast X. But I'll probably try to do that over the weekend too. But yeah, it's been pretty smooth, regular week. Nothing too crazy.
That's what's up, man. Yeah, man. For Fast 10, take your time, man. Take your time.
I wasn't rushing.
Wow.
Take your time, bro. Like, take your time. It was good. It's good. It's a good movie. But take
I
your time.
enjoyed it, but
yeah, I enjoyed it too. I have this weird love-hate thing for that shit, and yeah. So yeah, man. Let's get into some news. Not a lot of things happened this week, other than like Jeff Lovelace is no longer doing fucking what is it called?
Kang
Dynasty. So that's big news. He was the main writer for Quantumania. So
we're doing straight.
Was it because of the allegations and stuff?
No,
dropped out?
No, I don't think so. I think that because a lot of things. So writers are very like they it's almost like they're actors, right? So like if they are signed to a project, they have a time frame, right, to get this done. Then they move to the next project. So with the writer's strike, it kind of like overlaps. So right now, if the writer's strike was to like be resolved, he's already like overbooked at this point. So he has to move to the next project. So I'm not saying he got fired, but like it just seems like a lot of things are kind of like moving. A lot of things are getting canceled. They're not really canceled; they're like temporarily canceled because they can't move forward, and they can't keep on paying for like these, for the sound people to be around. Like they have to go back home. These people don't live like in the same state. They come from different states, so they gotta like disperse. So, this writer strike is really like this is what, almost a month. So there's a lot of shit that's just kind of going in the can, and it's like, damn, bro. So yeah, so he's no longer writing this movie. So let's see. I don't know if they're gonna get somebody else or they're gonna, use a little bit of his story and they kind of like bring someone else to kind of like fill in the gaps or whatever. I don't know. Disney's very like hush hush with this kind of shit. So the only thing we know is all the allegation shit and the bad shit we end up finding out.
James Gunn's sitting in his little DC tower, like, ha ha ha. That's why I write my own shit.
And it's funny because he could be like, yeah, because he's part of the Writers Guild, but at the same time, like if it's he's the CEO, right? So like he can't really delay himself, right? Because he's gonna be writing shit on the side. Like I'm gonna keep writing this shit, like you know what I mean. I'm not getting no points for this shit. Or I'm not getting my union dues and shit. But he's definitely writing this shit. I don't think that Superman is gonna get delayed. I don't think it's gonna get delayed.
He's technically he's a director too, so
director. He's the fucking president, whatever that shit is called. Like,
right.
So I don't know if that shit applies to him. I know, like you know, the board of ed, like you got the assistant principal and you got the teachers. They're two different unions, right? So I don't know. I don't know how that works out. It's a different pay bracket for us. So like one of the biggest news that happened this week was the whole Dave Filoni shit, and that Dave Filoni supposedly they leaked the title of his movie. A lot of people like are not really happy about it. Like me, I didn't read Heir of the Empire. I haven't read that shit, but I know the premise of the book. I know that Luke is very heavily in this book, and I don't know how they're gonna move forward with that. Like, how they're gonna have like, are they gonna bring in the de-aged Luke, or are they gonna like recast Luke? I know, Casta, this is more like your lane. So how do you feel about this leak, this title leak? Because it implies a lot of shit.
It does. Am I on? I'm not muted, right?
No, you're not muted.
Okay. Yeah. So me personally, it's like it's a whole lot to do about nothing. Like ever since the whole Thrawn shit came up, I've been spouting this stuff forever. So I mean, the fact that they're leaking the title, if that is the actual title, to me, I'm like, okay, cool. I knew that already. That's what I assumed. If they would have changed it to something else, I would have assumed they would have probably been dealing with some of those similar elements anyway. So I don't see what the big problem is. I don't think they're gonna. I think it's gonna be one of those things with what they've been doing with Disney and Marvel, right? It's like we get Infinity War, we get Civil War, we get Endgame wasn't a title, but we got it's like they give Age of Ultron. We get a lot of these stories that come from comic books or graphic novels that we all know and love, and these stories that we got in the movies had nothing to do with what the hell we read. So again, these are stories that come from like there was like 6 titles in this series. It's gonna be a lot of picking and plucking. This stuff wasn't canon to begin with, so just like how they're plucking Thrawn out now, we got Thrawn. He wasn't canon before until they put him in Rebels. Damn, it was a couple other things. I'm forget it. But the point is, I think it's going to be exactly what we've been watching with all these Marvel movies. It's going to be a title, but it's going to be probably feelings and elements of those stories. But it's not going to be a one-for-one, especially with Dave Filoni. He's going to write his own story. It's probably going to feature Ahsoka way heavier than Luke. So that's the way I'm looking at it.
So wouldn't it be better if it was like a different title versus using that title as kind of like it's triggering for some people like that are fans of Legends, where they're like, all right, so if you don't understand like what's going on in the world of the TV shows, and you go into this movie thinking that you're gonna get something from the novel, even though I get what you're saying, because Disney does like Civil War was not Civil War in the the book, right? It was totally different. We got a Wish.com version of it, but the elements were like both sides are fighting. That was like pretty much like the correct thing, but like. There was a lot more death. Rhodey was supposed to die. You had Goliath was a thing. You know what I mean? You don't get those things. But with this one here,
Spider-Man was supposed to be heavily featured.
Yeah, Spider-Man's supposed to be heavily featured. But with this one here, yeah, I guess you can use Ahsoka as the Luke in this story. But like, damn, bro. Like from based on like from like the footnotes I've got from this book, it's like wow, like damn, well that's gonna be like a tough kind of a tall order, and it's not gonna be what people are gonna think.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, man. Like to be honest,
I think people need to temper their expectations. I mean, for us, we're what 40 some odd years old. Like we've been watching these things for a while. We've been getting invested and let down for how long now? I mean, for people that still getting tight about things like this, listen, it's your fault. It's your fault because they've been telling us forever that this is what they're gonna do, and we see that they're gonna do what they want to do. Multiverse of Madness. We hopped through a montage of universes, and we didn't even really sit nowhere and really do nothing. This is what they do. So if you getting mad about this, again, it's on you. They're not promising you nothing. It's on you. So again, I would love to see elements of everything that I got. But listen, bro, I'm not going into this thinking it's gonna be a remake or reimagining of what we got before. Nah, it's gonna be the same thing that they do. So I'm just excited that Dave Filoni is in charge of everything, and he's the one controlling everything. That's what I'm excited about because I know I'm gonna get a good story from him. That's all I'm really worried about.
Yeah, I know. I feel like everything's gonna be like Wish. Nowadays, these titles, everything's gonna be Wish version of these titles. Like Secret Invasion, I'm not expecting nothing big from
that
Secret
too.
Invasion. I'm really expecting to be let down because I know it's not gonna be like what it was in the comic book, yo. So
it's like these showrunners are picking these titles to get clicks, to get these eyeballs.
That's the name of the game.
They're getting eyeballs. Like you didn't have to use Air of the Empire, right? You could have made some other shit, right? But just you want clicks, you want people to talk about it, right? Or maybe this is like a way. Maybe this is a way for them to test titles to see whether or not the title works. So if they get like a 100% negative score, they're gonna be like, you know what, we haven't officially named this title, this movie, this whatever that we could have just change it, and then we'll end up changing it, you know, and then giving us the actual title in celebration with that.
I'm gonna be honest though, they're not gonna change shit because Star Wars. These Star Wars fans, they'll go see anything Star Wars, bro. Like they'll hate it, but they'll still go and pay their money to go see it. Like
3 times.
They're not gonna change shit. They're gonna call it Air of the Empire, and you're gonna learn. As Ric Flair says, you're gonna learn to love it.
I really hope that Dave Filoni can deliver, because I feel like a lot of people have stock high, like, you know, they have Dave Filoni on this high pedestal, like this guy is like untouchable. He is the reincarnation of fucking George Lucas, and he's gonna bring it home. And if Ahsoka doesn't do well, then people are gonna be like, oh man, so what's next? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just always Dave Filoni. Like, fucking that Jon Favreau started off at a high, like he had a high point, right? He was like, yo, he's bringing Star Wars back. But then you could tell, like, Disney was like, all right, let's use your platform to branch off other things, but your story is gonna suffer because now people don't want to talk about Jon Favreau no more. It's all about Dave Filoni, and I feel like, you know, Jon Favreau got the shit under the stick because he pretty much brought it back. Like, people really didn't give a shit. Like, after like the prequels, not the prequels, like, you know, Solo and all those other things,
sequel
like,
trilogy.
Yeah, like, people are like, you know, I don't really care about Star Wars anymore. But now people were like, yeah, I want a movie. Like, we don't want shows anymore. We want a movie now.
People been saying that shit since episode 1, bro. Like, when episode 1 came out, niggas bashing that shit, saying I don't care about Star Wars no more. This ain't the Star Wars I know. Star Wars fans love to complain about Star Wars and still going to go out and see it. Bro, they still going to go out and see it, bro.
I tell you,
it's like battered women syndrome.
Yeah,
I tell you right now, I went to go see Phantom Menace in the theaters. I went there. I was like teenager and shit. At that time, like, you know, I didn't like it, but there was no social media. There was no town hall you could talk about shit like that. Like, if it was trash, you didn't know it was trash until you saw it for yourself.
Yeah.
Like, there was no internet for you to find out, like, people bashing. People just bashing at the house. Like, yo, this movie was whack. Or you heard it from a friend. Oh, this movie was trash.
Word of
it was
mouth,
never like how it is now. Like, now it's just like so toxic, and it's like people are so biased because one is all George Lucas, right? They only care about his vision. Then you have the other people that are like, oh, I don't really care about George. It's Star Wars. You got these people fighting, and one project might be great, but it's not a George Lucas kind of like vision. But those people still shit on it without watching it, or having a bias. Like it just, it's just people not giving like real, like genuine reactions.
Those are the people that confuse me because they were the same ones that were shitting on episode 1, 2, and 3. Like, and that was George Lucas' vision too.
And now y'all love him.
That was his vision, and those are the same people that were shitting on it. They're now saying, "Oh no, these new Star Wars are not his vision." Y'all the same ones that was saying episode 1, 2, and 3 was trash. Yo,
Jar Jar Binks, this shit is trash. What the hell is this?
And I've said it on the show plenty of times. Like I did not like the prequels until like recently, where I was like, all right, cool. Like this is cool. It's not bad. Like, but it's because we've been fed a lot of bullshit. We've been getting a lot of fucking cereal dust, right? So you watch old shit, you're like, oh, this is not as bad.
I'm not gonna hold you. Nobody really liked the prequels until like later on. Like,
yeah,
I did.
I didn't like the only thing I didn't like about Phantom Menace was the pod racing. I hated the pod racing.
I hated that too. Yes.
I fast forward that shit all the time. It goes right to the fight where Darth Maul and Qui-Gon. I fast forward that shit all the time, bro.
Yeah,
the pod racing doesn't entice me, bro.
I'm like, yo, Padme is she's a pedophile. Like in my head, I'm like, in love with this fucking 6-year-old. Like, dude, like what the fuck she doing?
I did not at first. It was episode 2 is when she really fell in love, yo.
Yeah, she wasn't paying no mind.
She wasn't paying him no mind in episode 1. He was in love in episode 1. He had the crush. But like episode 2,
and it's not really that big. What was it, like a 10, like a 8 to 10 and like a 14 to 16-year-old? Like it wasn't that big of a difference.
It was grooming. It was grooming. It was called Groom Wars. Right? The Phantom Groomer.
Oh man.
Nah, but yeah, I definitely learned to love the sequels, but like I said before, it's because what we got was so much shit. So like watching this again, like this is not worse than what we just got. This is way better, and I can appreciate it, even if the lines and the line delivery and the acting is fucking terrible. I still look past it.
I mean, out of the new trilogy, the only one to me that was bad were the last two. Like Force Awakens was good to me. I like Force Awakens.
Yeah, I like that.
Force Awakens was great. It was great, but it was like
those were like what the hell is going on here? What happened?
The Force Awakens was great, but it just mirrored the New Hope.
Yeah, it was a soft rehash.
Sometimes I feel like like they be reading too much on fan theories, and they're like, nah, we're gonna surprise them with something entirely different.
So,
instead of going that route, it's just.
I can imagine this was the J.J. Abrams was like, all right, cool. They hired me as a Star Wars fan. He's like, this fandom is very fucking toxic. He was quite shook. He was like, what can I do that is the safest way to release a new trilogy, right? And let it be safe. And that's what it was. Like, it was like, a little girl, Tatooine, same as not Tatooine. She was Jakku. And I'm like, damn,
little girl Tatooine, same exactly.
Same exact
girl from Tatooine.
Find the droid that has like, sensitive material.
We gotta get to the Jedi. Yep.
It was all the same shit, but like, it is what it is, man. But I can watch Force Awakens whenever. That rewatchability, that shit is on par.
Oh shit, you're right. It was kind of the same thing. Holy shit!
Now it really was, bro.
I didn't look. I opened my eyes. I didn't really I didn't think about it. Even down with the shocking death of Han Solo. That's the death of Obi-Wan.
And then
holy shit!
And then when they introduced Kylo Ren coming out mad menacing, just how Vader came in wilding on the regular people.
It's the
same shit, bro.
I didn't realize. Wow.
That's why Rian Johnson kind of went in and tried to like make his own spin of things. Like, this is not the safe approach. But then people were upset at that. And then J.J. Abrams came back and was like, all right, let's do it again, but let's make it safer. You know what I mean? So like, it was a whole bunch of safe. It was supposed to like, let's
somehow Palpatine returned.
Yeah, I mean,
how?
Somehow.
I mean,
Somehow.
it's not. Well, at this point in time, it's not how anymore. Because now we're watching all the fucking.
Yeah, they're
Mandalorian,
filling
now
it in
it's like,
now.
oh, now we know how. They was running these clones and shit. That makes sense now.
That's
It's like-
crazy. You got to come out with like 6 new series just to fill in the plot holes you got for your movies. Like that's crazy.
That would have been crazy if we would have got like a Palpatine like reveal, right? Not him like in a tank. It would have been like, oh shit, all right, that makes sense. Like now, like they was working on bringing him back.
Who the hell want to clone that ugly motherfucker?
There was like some crazy ass theories about the Ahsoka series about the Jedi, the 2 Jedi that's working with Thrawn, saying that possibly is like a clone of Luke. Like I'm like, nah, that's
come on,
way,
man.
That's
reaching. That's reaching.
Oh, man.
That is super reaching. Like, yeah, like nah. They already named him, and they kind of explain where his lineage is from, but just imagine like if they was able to find his hand, right? And they made that clone. Like
That's the first thing I thought about when you said that. Like, would they cloned his hand? Like, come on.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't put it past.
I mean,
I wouldn't put it past fucking Disney, dude.
This chick found the lightsaber. Where'd she get that? I still don't know that story.
I think it was in the books. Maz traded it. She was like a pirate or something, like, or traded it with a pirate or something like that. They mentioned it somewhere in one of these off new books that they brought out as well once they started making those trilogies.
Yeah.
But again, it's like you want us to read all of this shit when you could have just gave us 3 concise movies that explain things properly.
And that's why I appreciate the whole Dave Filoni shit, because he's gonna be directing every episode. So it's like you're not getting 8 different visions, right? You're getting one vision, one cohesive linear story. That's what I like. I don't like that. I get it. You want to big up other directors and shit, right? I just can't do it.
And that's his baby too. Like that's his brainchild. So like I trust it. I trust it.
No, Red is dying right now. What happened? You gonna fill us in?
Yeah, this video IG somebody just sent me, man. That shit crazy. Like they got Shorty on his shoulder, right?
Oh, I saw
that.
Oh, bro.
I seen that.
Nobody's telling him shit.
And my thing is that she just stood there. I would have been embarrassed. I would have walked out.
I thought he was gonna show us some shit like that fat chick. No, I didn't never say fat chick. Big chick. The big chick that was in the fucking that she went to the airport. She was in the airplane. Hold on. See, I have it here. She's talking about how the airlines are being discriminating against big people.
Oh god. I mean,
damn.
Nah, bitch.
Come on.
Wait.
Come on. Nah, yo, bro. You listen.
Nah, that's
shit.
Nah, that's bugging.
Discriminating, like
not even first class could save her, bro.
Oh my god.
Sticky's like, oh my god.
Why?
Like,
why?
We're getting canceled. That's it. Listen.
No, I'm just saying, like,
listen. For context, people, I'm a pretty obese guy myself.
I'm a big dude too. I'm
a pretty obese guy myself, but this is ridiculous. Like,
I'm on the morbid side.
I'm definitely on morbid. I'm definitely on the morbid side.
Morbid gang.
And that's ridiculous. It's not on the airline for them to accommodate us. We gotta accommodate ourselves by losing weight and get your ass in that seat, bro. Like, no.
When I go to a any kind of like park, right? And I go to a ride and I can't fit the ride, I don't be like, man, fuck this place, man. They don't fucking fit. The first thing I'm thinking, I'm like, I gotta lose this weight. I gotta lose this weight.
Yeah, that's the first thing going through my mind.
You gotta love Disney, bro. They big people friendly.
It's almost like
Disney rides for they got rides for big people.
Yo, bro, like it's accountability, bro. Like you gotta take accountability on your own stuff, right? Like you put yourself in that position, right? Right. It could be an issue, like it could be, a mental issue, like you just have a problem. Like I have a problem with weight, right? It's hard for me not to lose weight because I just have a problem eating. I love it. I love eating at night. But I know what I'm doing to myself, so I'm not gonna say and blame a park for not being inclusive to my fatness.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
The only thing I would say airliners like need to fix is like the leg room for like tall people. That's
facts.
Because you can't control your height. Your height is your height, so you can't control that, and that's why I feel like they need to accommodate tall people more. Because I've seen them coach seats, and I've seen somebody shorter than me sit in the coach, and his knees are touching the back of the seat. I say, yo, if your knees are touching the back of the seat, I mean my knees going through that motherfucker because that's crazy, bro.
Oh man,
I could never sit in the coach. I would have to buy first class flights. I would have to go first class. I would have to save money to buy first class ticket. I could never fly coach.
Or you can get the chair that's by the exit.
That's what I'm gonna say. I'm not helping nobody out the plane, so don't even look at me. I'm not here.
Now, all you have to do, bro. All you have to do is like if they say, "Hey, listen, if you can help us out, just nod your head." Yeah, I could.
Yeah.
But when the shit go down, bro,
I'm out the door. Don't look to me.
Niggas, everybody for themselves, man.
I'm out
What
the door.
What you gonna get written up for not handling your business? No.
Yo, some shit had me dying, bro. I was watching some shit on TikTok, and I had to look at this movie for myself, right? I didn't watch the whole thing. It's called the Conies, right? It's based out of Coney Island, and there's a scene where the dude shoots a dude, right? And he runs off, but he busts his ass like as he's running away, and they leave it in the movie. Like, and he's clearly hurt, bro. Like, yo, I recorded this shit. This can't be real life. Hold on, look at this shit.
Get this shit,
My man is clearly hurt.
Since you love her, be with her.
Oh damn. Oh. Yo,
my man busts his ass for real.
Yeah, look at the no more. Out of the fuck this shit. Cold cut, bro. Cold cut. I ain't running no more. What?
Look, yo.
Look at this lady there.
Look,
We had the hop step. Fuck.
He forgot.
My knee.
He forgot he was in the movie, bro.
Yo, my man said, fuck this shit. Cold cut. My knee. God damn it.
Yeah, that shit had me in fucking tears, bro.
Oh, man.
Still laying there now.
Oh, that was some real shit. My man laid there, looked up, said, nah, fuck this shit.
I felt like that in real life, bro.
That's when you know you hurt yourself. When you roll and lay on your back and you the side.
He thought it was gonna be like cut. And,
Word.
And he was like, nah, they still recording.
Y'all still running? Oh shit. Nah, that shit was funny.
Wheezing, bro.
That shit was funny as hell. Yo. My man look old too. He felt that shit. Nigga said, nah. Wrap this shit up. We pick this shit up tomorrow.
Oh no.
I gotta go ice my shit. Oh man.
Like he just fell flat. Yo, he did like yo, my God.
Oh. That was a good one.
That
was a good one.
Who was my water, yo?
Hold
on.
He said, Yo, everybody. So they premiered Indiana Jones 5 at the Cannes Festival. And people are like giving this shit like 4s and 5s. I'm like, whoa.
Really?
Yeah, they're giving it 4s and 5s.
Well, I mean, it's James Mangold, right?
Out
of 5, right?
Huh? No,
out of 5. Oh, out of 10. Oh, shit. My bad.
Sorry.
My bad.
We do shit here. 1 out of 5. Nah, they're giving this shit a 4 and 5 out of 10.
Ooh.
And I'm like, James Mango is like he's the guy, and he's
Yeah.
gonna be doing the Star Wars shit. So I'm like, is this gonna fuck up his situation with Star Wars? I'm like, oof. They said this shit is bad. I hope not. Man, I hope not. And you know, they said that people are complaining about is too much de-aging. Like it's not like a scene. It's like there's there's
Well, I
multiple
mean,
set pieces of him being young. So I'm like,
he did the Wolverine and he got 6 out of 10 for that one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, on IMDb.
yeah, a lot of people didn't like Wolverine. I liked it.
Yeah, I love
the
that
director's
movie.
cut.
The Wolverine was good. If it wasn't called the Wolverine. It was called like A Man in Japan, or it's A Man Surviving Japan.
Man in
Oh,
Japan.
you talking? My bad. I thought you was talking about Logan just now. My fault.
Nah, not Logan. The
Yeah,
Wolverine.
yeah. Okay.
That's the one.
But
Where
he did.
I like that one too, though. I like that one too, though. Yeah, he did.
Logan.
Yeah, he did Logan too. But I thought that's what the movie he was talking about just now. But
Yeah. Logan.
you talking about the Tokyo
he
shit?
He redeemed himself for Logan.
Yeah,
That
definitely.
was the main thing, that he redeemed himself from Wolverine to Logan. Like, all right, because people are like, oh, I don't really like the Wolverine. He's gonna do Logan. Like, it's not gonna work, and it worked. So I don't know.
I think
like the
the
Wolverine,
main
though.
part with the Wolverine was is that he teased us a lot with the shit that he showed us. Like you showed us ninjas and Wolverine, but you didn't give us a ninja fight, bro.
Yeah.
You had to give us that ninja fight, yo. You couldn't. You wasn't supposed to like show us ninjas and Wolverine, and then end up with just Wolverine getting shot with arrows in his back and shit till he collapses. That's just whack.
Yeah, and
I thought there was supposed to be a lot of katana swords, a lot of body parts flying all over the place.
I thought we were gonna get a better version of a Silver Samurai too. That kind of let me down.
Yo, he's a robot.
I thought it was gonna be Uranuki Sonata the whole time, bro, and it just was.
Bro, I thought it was him
robot,
too,
bro.
bro.
Like, come on, bro.
We know this now, but back then, like, remember going back into our last conversation, Wish.com. These are Wish.com.
Right.
We just didn't know better then.
Yo, I was like, yo, they wasted a good. Logan in Japan was like one of the best Wolverine stories, and they wasted that shit. Yo.
My man Logan lost his claws. Bro,
Bum claws.
My man, yeah, I don't know. I mean, the suit was nice for what it
They
was.
They said the man had no healing factor throughout the movie, bro. Like, how does Wolverine lose his healing factor? Like, that's just crazy.
Yeah, and they thought that shit off at the very beginning. Like he was just weak the whole entire movie. Until the end, until they got that parasite out of his fucking heart.
Like it wasn't called Wolverine. It was just like some action movie in Japan. It would have been good. But if I did call it the Wolverine, and then that's what everybody got mad at it.
I don't know, man. Hopefully, this is not going to be like super reactionary and be like take him off the project. Because they do that kind of shit, and maybe the movie's great. Maybe these fucking critics are like the critics that we don't really like fuck with like that.
I mean, I'm gonna watch it for myself because I think it can't be worse than Crystal Skull.
Exactly.
Crystal Skull was like the worst of all the Indiana Jones movies. So, and from looking at the trailer, it doesn't look like it's worse than Crystal Skull. It gives me more of like an old school Indiana Jones vibe that I'm getting from it. Like. And I like that. I like the one he said the line, like all the stuff he's been through. He said, I've been shot. I've been tortured with voodoo. I was like, yeah. I remember that shit. Temple of Doom. Niggas about to pull out his heart with the voodoo shit. Yeah, man.
They're bringing which I thought was crazy. I thought it was already on there, but the Indiana Jones, well, not the trilogy, but all of the films are coming to Disney Plus next year.
They own it.
I'm like, that's what I'm thinking. Like, they should have been on there, but I guess they had maybe other license agreements with other companies that they couldn't stream it directly.
Yeah, I need to do a rewatch of that too. See my man, Short Round and Sean Connery make their appearances, man.
Oh, Last Crusade.
That's my favorite one, honestly.
It was crazy because it was like my mother bought Last Crusade, so I had Indiana Jones Last Crusade. But my cousin, he had Raiders of the Lost Ark and Temple of Doom. So I used to have to go over to his house to watch Raiders of the Lost Ark, Temple of Doom, and then I had to go back to my house to watch Last Crusade. But I watched Last Crusade over and over and over, bro. I wore that tape out, bro.
These kids now will never know. They'll never know what a VCR is.
They don't know nothing about that.
You had that one friend that they were rich when they had the dual VCR, like this is the dub shit back to back. I'm like, damn, bro. I want that.
I can record it for you. What? I can make a copy. Like, what?
Sure. And then we found ways how to record shit off the TV to the VCR. Like, it was like back in the days, like when songs came out on the radio, we had to record it on our fucking.
We had to sit there and just wait
for the song to play, to press record, and then that's it. And then it will never sound the same.
And then,
bro.
Not to mention, you always had like an intro.
You had to wait to stop it too.
Z100.
And then you got the people the DJ that try to talk through the song to make sure, like,
Funk Master Flex.
Shit up.
Yeah, man. We said, yeah. And then if you wanted an album, you have to go to the store and get it.
Straight up.
You know what I mean? Like, and sometimes
nobody beats the Wiz.
I never went to the Wiz. I went there was a Wiz. No, I went to a Wiz, but I never went there to get DVDs or CDs.
Yeah,
there was one on 86th Street and 3rd Ave.
Yo, all I know is when they said nobody beats the Wiz, they weren't talking about the prices. All of them didn't know how to fight. Bro, I see shoplifters get their ass kicked. Bro, I'm talking about they getting pummeled all over the place, bro. It's not like today where we're restraining them. They get their ass with.
Yeah, word up.
Times are different, yo. There were no camera phones and shit, you know.
Exactly.
Yeah,
it's like they get out the doors, we ain't catching them.
I'm like, you think you can steal from what's a piece of shit?
Word of mouth. Like, yo, he put me in the face. No, I didn't. Show me proof.
They said, yo, nobody beats the Wiz is the truth, man, because they can fight.
And it's crazy though, kind of full circle. Like not the first time I was in there, but that's the first time I played. Even though me and Red just said we hate this part of the movie, but I ain't gonna lie, when this game came out, that pod racing game for I think it was N64, I believe at the time, like that shit was fire, bro. That's the first time I ever played it when it was on display in the Wiz though. So yeah, shout out to the Wiz.
And what was that game? What was that Star Wars game that was on N64? I freaking love. Had the fucking you have to wrap the fucking AT-ATs around. Fuck, what that shit? Damn, what was the name of that shit?
Pat Rapper the Rapper?
Nah, Star Wars game.
Oh, Star Wars.
I used to play that too,
though. You gotta wrap something around. I was like,
nah, you have to wrap it around. Oh, Shadows of the Empire.
They told me you had to fly the plane around the legs of the walkers.
Yeah, that shit was my shit, bro. Even though that was like the worst controls in the world because you only had that one analog with the N64. That shit's the worst. You try to play it now through emulation, it is the worst game to play. But yeah, that was my shit, man. I ran through that game. Shit, man.
Throwback. Nobody.
Wiz, fucking Sam Goody, HMV, Our Records,
Virgin Megastore.
Yeah.
My shit was Sam Goody because it was like right by my school. I went right 57th Street, was right there off the 6th train. I used to cop my CDs there. I used to have my booklet of CDs. That shit was crazy, man. And if I felt like I didn't want to carry too much, I'd have one CD thing, and I have like 8 CDs in one cartridge. Like that shit was wild. Like you're gonna get your CD scratched. I'm like, I don't care, man.
I used to go to the Virgin Megastore in Times Square, and I used to go to the Tower Record that was on 14th Street, right by the movie theater where Regal is, but it was back in then it was called United Artists.
Yeah.
The Regal on 14th Street. Yeah. My cousin used to work in that movie theater, so I used to be able to get free movie tickets and shit. I saw The Matrix for free, so I was in there watching The Matrix like 5 times, yo.
Damn, bro.
The first Matrix, bro. That shit was crazy.
Yeah. That shit blew my mind, yo.
Yo, I went to some theater called Alamo. Solbrick put me onto that shit. I went to that shit. I'm like, damn, this is like some old school shit, and it made me want to invest into buying a fucking a theater like that. Where you
Mhm.
play like old school movies and all that. Because when you sit down, like we watched Guardians 1 and 2, right? As like a recap before we went to 3. We went there, sat down. We got there like a half an hour early. They did a whole recap. Like they have their own separate recap on the screen. She's like, why the fuck did I spend 4 hours? I could have just watched this, and it gave me everything I needed to know.
They give you a recap and then that
Yo,
shit?
they have they had a whole recap.
But
Even
usually what they do is because the Guardians of the Galaxy doesn't really have any old content to go. But like if you went for like the Super Mario Brothers movie, you saw like all these old like Super Mario trailers, video games, like some docs and shit. Like they usually do that, you know. So you know if you're gonna like I know like Return of the Jedi is coming out like back in theaters. Like the Alamo is going to be a place to watch that because you're going to be able to see like all the old Star Wars commercials. Like when I went to go see the last trilogy of Star Wars, I saw them all at the Alamo, and it was like it was pretty awesome because they would go over all the old Star Wars stuff.
Yeah, they have like their own separate shit. It's not like, and it's like something they made. You know what I mean? Like that franchise made something to kind of sit there, and then they're very strict. Like if you get there and the show is ready, if it started playing, they're not letting you in the theater.
They're not letting you in.
Like we give you a refund and you come back another time. Like no one comes in. Like you sit at your chair, they ask for your ticket, and that's it. You good. You don't have to worry about no one coming by. Old school theater, and you can get they have like beer. You could buy hot food. The waitress they'll come like maybe twice throughout the movie. Like they'll come once initially to get your shit ordered, then they'll come a second time like during like the second half of the movie.
Yo, can you imagine the recap for Fast and Furious? You know that fast.
Yo,
that recap for Fast.
Should be like an hour.
Yeah, you be there. You gonna watch a movie for the recap alone.
But the theater has a very like old aesthetic to it. Like it looks like an old school theater that doesn't belong in New York.
Yeah. They have one in Manhattan. They have one in Brooklyn.
Yeah,
that's
one in Manhattan.
Yeah, and they play like old movies too. Like you go to see some old shit and like damn, I don't.
I usually go to the one in Yonkers. That's the one I usually go to.
That's the one I went to. I went to the one in Yonkers.
Yeah,
it had a funny smell though. It was a little smell, like a little tingy smell, but like it was good.
Smell like piss.
But I would definitely go back. And plus the tickets is mad cheap, dude. It was like $14.
It's way cheaper than going to New Rock. You know,
I bought 6 tickets, $80. Bro, I buy 2 tickets in New Rock and it's $80, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Plus the convenient fee and all that kind of shit.
Yeah.
I don't know what y'all talking about with the ticket prices. You know what I mean?
Wow.
A-list.
I guess it wouldn't benefit you.
A-list.
Man, listen. I'll go see Fast at the Alamo, man. I'll go tomorrow.
Hey, you sit there, get some drinks, you be Gucci.
Yeah.
Man,
I love that. They bring your
5 hours just watch a recap of Fast.
I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. The Fast is too much, man. That's too much.
That's a lot of recapping they're gonna be doing right there.
A lot of recapping, bro. That's a whole nother 2 hours. I gotta get there 2 hours and a half. 2 hours early and shit. Nah, I'm good.
But you know, I do like about Fast. At least they're making fun of themselves now because they know the shit they do is ridiculous, yo.
Oh yeah, because they say it. There's a part of the movie where the guy is recapping all the events, and he goes
in on them, yeah.
He says what we thinking. We're all thinking. So like, oh, all right, cool. Then they know this is some bullshit.
Yeah.
Oh man. So yeah, I saw Guardians. I know we didn't do like a review on this shit yet, but like watching the second time around, I realized that they didn't kill the what do you call the
he's not there.
No, Drax was holding him when he was coming out. He was holding him. I'm like, oh shit, he saved his life. So I don't know what they're gonna do with that shit. I'm like, oh shit.
I did not see that. Oh shit! I gotta watch it the third time now.
Yeah, he's holding him. I'm like, oh shit, that's what's up. So then it was like, yeah, we're not gonna kill him. But I guess I don't know what this means moving forward. But
can I be honest though? Just a little bit. I feel like Batista kind of phoned in Drax this one though. Just think about the Drax from Guardians 1 and 2, and then think about how the Drax in this one is. He's like, this one was a little phoned in. He was talking like slow, like he didn't care. Like, yeah.
I mean, he was definitely like 1 foot out, right? Like he was
he
my last time.
He phoned in. This last
Drax. But his thing, right? His thing was like he didn't like to be in makeup. He didn't like to be like doing makeup for 5 hours to do a scene, right? He did that in the first movie. The second movie, they did it again, but everything else after that, they started adding like a vest on him with they only did the arms and the face.
Yeah.
And then this last movie, it was just his face. Yeah, he had long sleeve on. So like, so I don't know why like you still feel that same about I mean he has.
I mean they're gonna have. I mean if he keeps doing this playing Drax, then yeah, they're gonna eventually want to be like, yeah, we're gonna have to do a scene with his shirt off at some point.
Yeah, so they only did his face shit. My only issue, right? And I get it. But Star-Lord not having his mask, whole entire movie.
Oh shit, you're right. I didn't notice that.
He was straight face. I'm like, yo, what the fuck, bro? Like when he at the very end, right? I'm like, oh shit, he could have just popped it, boom. Yep. I know that it broke in part 2, but like he could have made a new fucking mask, right?
Exactly.
Or it could have been if they had the comic accurate fucking outfit, they could have given the comic accurate fucking face.
Right with the mask. Yeah.
I'm like, yo,
that was definitely a missed opportunity. With those suits, that was a missed opportunity.
Like, yeah, he didn't have his mask the whole entire time. His whole face.
I think him not having the mask is why we got what we got at the near the end of the movie when he was trying to escape the high evolutionary ship. Like,
it made more sense, but also like
they could have broke it again.
It could have broke again, or I don't know, it would have been nice to see even if he didn't use it. Maybe he left. James Gunn said that he left it in his desk, back at home. Okay. That's what he said. I'm like, yeah, that's just easy, easy to say, right? Also, we waited 6 years to get an Adam Warlock, and then we got who we got. And I get it, he was uncooked, he was undercooked, right? He came out the pod too early, and that's what explains why he was kind of a dumbass. But I was like, I would allow it, right? But at the same time, I really didn't care. I really didn't care about Adam Warlock too much. I know that his character is gonna develop into some other shit. Mm-hmm. That's good. But I didn't really care about. That was the only character I didn't really care about.
That's why I'm glad they didn't make him the main villain.
What a introduction though, yo.
Oh yeah, that was dope. That was a dope scene.
When he came in, and then they go later. Easy Rock like, Yo, it was like he got whisked away so fast you didn't even hear nothing. Like, and then be like, yeah. They crashed through Peter's window. And he's like, where did you go, squirrel?
Yeah, it was cool. Like I didn't mind him. I didn't care. Like I didn't care whether or not he died or I was like, all right, cool, whatever. Like it's something that it was a payoff that he needed to do because he was kind of forced to do the Adam Warlock stuff, and he had to show what happens after, right? Like he was just fucking. I'm gonna shoehorn him in, and that was it.
Well, I mean, Adam Warlock is space Superman, but I mean the reason why you have that issue where you feel like you didn't care about him, and his true purpose is dead. He's like Adam Warlock mainly fought Thanos, and that's what. So like that's why he right now is. You're looking at him and you're like, what is the purpose of this character? Like his
it's like in the comics, even in the game, he's like space Jesus. Like he is their god. Like he is very like wise and has the best advice, and it's like you didn't get that. But them saying that he came out the pod too early, then that kind of like explained why he was not fully baked in.
But I still think we'll get. All right, this is kind of like going back into what I say, right? Like the wish.com version, right? That's the slogan for tonight's episode. But it's like that's what it is. But at the same time, if anybody knows that character, I think we'll still get him ending up being that character if he's around for long enough. We'll still end up getting the actual character Adam Warlock is. But like Red said, they really took away his purpose. He wasn't around during the Infinity Saga, so it was really pointless. But also, his other main purpose, which they kind of showed in here with his attachment to the animals, that's what he does. It's like he takes care of people, whether he's in charge of the soul realm or whether he is over the animals that are on half Earth. So either way, I think they gave him the elements that he needed. And the reason that I don't care, I think it was done well enough, but if he was the main villain, then it would have been horrible. But because he wasn't the main villain and he was kind of just a tool at the end of the day, no pun intended. But yeah, he got used as a tool, so that's what it was for. And I'm not mad at it. Again, he's part of the new Guardians. I think he'll be able to develop into a character that people are probably gonna like and end up loving once they put him in a few more movies. But I think it was
kind of cool to get like the whole like the original comic book accurate Guardians, right? Like Sylvester Stallone's character, everyone else like that. Like that was kind of cool to see. Minus Yondu, because Yondu was like one of the main founders. Yeah. But yeah, but man, this movie was fucking great, man. I enjoyed it. I watched this movie. Yeah, man, and it was cool to see him again. Like even though it was just like
for that split second, yeah,
that was cool. That was cool.
It was cool to bring him in the fold again. Like he was in every movie, right? And him.
Man, you had to sit through that hours of makeup just for a 2-second scene.
He did. He said he'll do it again. He said he loves playing Yondu. He said
that's his voice, man.
That's his, yeah. You know what I mean? Like, but like it was kind of cool. But yo, I felt so bad for Rocket, right? Like Rocket managed to face his demons and realize what he's not taking the full blame of his friends dying, and then his friends going, yeah, I'm out of the Guardians. I'm out. I'm gonna pursue some other shit. He's like, you all leaving? You all leaving, right? I'm like, damn, bro, you gonna leave him again? But yeah, you got to see and it was kind of a cool Easter egg to name his grandfather Jason. I'm like, oh, cool, that's his father's name.
Yeah, Jason.
Jason or Spartacus. It was kind of cool, because now at the end credit, it was like the legendary Star-Lord, right? Which I'm glad they did that, because that's like what he would call himself. That he will return to. Like, all right, cool. So we kind of got a way to bring Star-Lord back into the fold, into the Avengers, the Earthbound version.
He'll do Star-Lord forever.
Oh yeah, he said he loves playing Star-Lord.
He loves playing Star-Lord. He said he'll do it forever.
He's gonna end up going to DC, but I think he's gonna do like a voice acting DC. Like you're not gonna see his face. I don't think he's gonna be a character that's gonna be like straight screen time. Well, probably, because I don't know. I would love to be James Gunn's friend. Because he's playing me in every fucking movie, bro.
Facts.
Like, yo, James, I'll play. I don't care that nepotism shit. I don't give a fuck, bro.
Yeah, he had all the Suicide Squad peacemaker people in this movie.
Yeah, he had his wife. He had his wife in this movie. He had
Ratcatcher was in it.
Ratcatcher was the girl that let him in the system.
Oh, she's bad, bro. She's
bad.
She's in Fast X. I'm like, oh, I recognize her voice.
For real?
Yeah, she's
everywhere. Jeez.
She's the sister of Don's girlfriend that got killed by Charlize Theron, the Brazilian chick.
The Brazilian chick. Oh, okay.
Yeah. She plays her sister. Yeah.
Don's son's aunt.
Yeah, there we go. I know. Overcomplicated my explanation.
No, I understand.
Mad less words. She's definitely in it. But she has a big part in it. Yeah, it was cool to see, man. It was cool to see like all those characters, man. I'm like, yo, like if I was James Gunn's friend, bro, listen, put me in everything. I don't give a fuck, bro. He puts all his friends in that shit. No, Nathan Fillion always has work. As long as James Gunn is still alive, they can.
Hell yeah. Shout out to Nathan Fillion because he was funny as shit too for his little time in there.
Yeah,
It's like, I
"Grade
work with people
6."
like this too.
I'll never forget.
Yeah, you
Can't
got
stand.
I got one too. This guy,
Yo.
I love this guy.
I made one mistake. He's like, yeah, I know. I got one of those.
I got one of
You were
those.
talking about something else. This guy. Oh, that shit was hilarious.
Yeah, but that was.
I love Nathan Fillion, man.
He said, I love this guy. This guy's great, but this guy, he just stands at him like, yeah, it cracks me up every time, man. I can't. I was cracking up in that theater.
Yo, the
Oh
shit.
my god!
I think what kind of got me to tear up a little bit, right, is when he was talking to was it Lila, right? Not Lila.
Yeah,
Lila, right?
Mhm.
And he saw all his friends come up from the light, and she's like, yeah, like she's like, he's like, can I come with you guys? I was like, oh my god. Oh no. Yeah, but because he was so humble, like he was like,
yeah,
you watch.
No, I knew she was gonna say not yet.
Exactly. Yep.
It's not right now. I was like, oh man, bro. But like, it was just kind of cool to see like the reason why he was the way he is, right? Like, you can see why he was an asshole, right?
Yep.
I feel like
Don't lose nobody else.
They stole that scene from Final Fantasy Avid Children.
I never played Final Fantasy. I never played.
No, it was the movie. It was the movie. When Cloud was like you thought Cloud was about to die, and then Aerith came and said, "You're too big to be here. You got to go back." And then she sends him back to Earth alive. Same kind of thing. It was the same kind of thing. It's not your time yet.
Yeah, man, it was dope, man. It was dope to see, man. And you like kind of like the fact that everyone kind of like use Star-Lord as an inspiration as far as the music. Like you could tell they never listened to music, none of them, but then they all love music because of him, and they all singing. You know, Rocky was singing. I'm like, that's pretty cool. Like they just.
I'm a creep.
I love that.
Bro, like when that song came on, I was like, "Oh, creep!" I was singing it with Rocky.
Yeah, bro. And you felt bad for Star-Lord because he was so fucking drunk. He's like, I told you, that's fine. And he just kind of like fucking passed out.
You know what's funny? I heard as I was walking to the theater, the Fast X, to go watch Fast X. I heard that part playing on one of the other theaters. I was like, "No, what I told you." I was like, "Oh, they had the part where Star-Lord's drunk."
Yeah.
How many times I gotta tell you I'm not a raccoon?
Yo, funny. That was super subtle. And she was like, my little raccoon, and he goes, I'm not a raccoon.
No, that shit had me dying.
That shit had me dying.
That was a good one. That was a good one.
Perfect. But that again, this is like one of the perfect ways how to like to deal with like trauma and deal with like an emotion before you cut it with humor, right? Let you like live in that, right?
Right.
He says that joke, but it was enough time to live in that kind of hurt to take the joke and be like, all right, cool, that was funny. It takes you out of it, right?
Yeah.
I really he did his thing, bro. Like I think James Gunn is talented, especially that he had years to kind of like really cook up the script. Like the script was probably the same a couple of years ago, but it probably made it better as you know years went by because you know she was just sitting there as a project that was not being made.
Or to find out that this was the plan from the beginning.
Yeah, that's what I was about to
Bradley
say.
Cooper came out and said when he talked to him about Rocket, he told him about like going doing Rocket's past and everything like that. So he said as the two movies went by, he said they're not going to do it. Then when he saw the script for this one, he said, "Oh shit, he's actually doing it." He said, "Oh shit."
Rocket don't lie he was the lead.
Yeah,
he was like one of the leads. Like he was like the main.
I think that was the dopest shit.
Even Lyle said she was like, "Your story has been your story the whole time."
That part got me. That was the part that got me.
But then when you come to think about it, like because they noticed the parts, and like always how he was made and stuff has always been like a kind of like a topic throughout all of the first two movies and stuff like that, and what he is and what is he truly, what kind of creature he is. He's always been the topic of the movie, so it kind of makes sense that it's been his movie all along.
Yeah, it was kind of fucked up when they was doing all the surgery and shit. Like they was pumping his paws with like other shit to fill in to make it more human like. I'm like, damn, that's torturous, bro. They was cutting him open, changing his bone structure so he could stand up like on his hind feet. I'm like, damn, that's fucking crazy. But the movie was cool. The movie started off with Rocket, right? He was the first thing you see, then he was the last thing you see at the end. It's like truly like his fucking movie. And that end credit scene was pretty dope to see too. Like to see like the actual like comic book accurate fucking Groot, like menacing. That guy like fucking
King Groot.
Yo, he was like, "Get up, Groot." I'm like, "Oh hell no, they're doing it." And he comes up, I'm like, "Oh fuck, that's the Groot that I like remember."
You saw the video the TikTok I sent you regarding that?
Nah, I didn't.
Groot? Okay, so they were saying that they were trying to explain like why that Groot looks different from the first Groot. Like why didn't first Groot? Not because of sun, but because he's been like exposed to divine
celestial energy.
Yeah. So that's why. So he's getting raised by like Star-Lord, who's half celestial. He spent time with Thor,
Mantis,
who's got Mantis. So he's kind of like performing a photosynthesis type of thing, absorbing their energy, and that's why he was able to become like King Groot in that size. And he got like different abilities.
He was growing quicker.
Yeah.
Because he was able to kind of like regenerate his whole entire body faster than his father.
Yeah.
Like his father had like baby arms for a minute, right? When Gamora cut them shits off, but he was able to grow his whole entire body the same day. Like he was having conversations. He was still Vines, but he was of the stats.
He was standing upright,
Even in the Avengers movie, if you notice, like when he cuts his arm off because he used it as a handle for when they go to Earth, like moments later, his arm is fully there.
Yeah.
Thor's handle is a boots arm.
my man Rocky didn't even fucking mention fucking Thor. Like they were like buddy at one point, and they didn't even fucking mention him. Okay, I'm like, I guess James Gunn was like, "Fuck this guy." It's like he didn't like the way they were directing his Guardians and game, and he didn't like the way they were portrayed in
That's why he had Peter do the whole monologue when he recapped what was going on. It was a dig at Disney to what he did to his characters. So it's like, and then he said, "I had a wonderful Gamora, and then she got thrown off a magical bridge, and then came back as a total dick."
I lost my temper, but
he was mad because he was talking about how like directors kind of do things to shit on not shit, but like, all right, you're gonna have to deal with this later, right? So Taika was like, all right, cool, you're gonna deal with the fucking goats, right? Because the goats went to the Guardians, right? What did they go to the Guardians? Right? Did they go to the Guardians? Right?
They went with Thor.
No, they went with Thor.
Okay. All right. So then, damn, what the fuck was that? It was something that they put those goats for a reason, for another director. So I don't know if. I don't know. Maybe
whoever directs them still got to do with the goats, I guess.
That was so funny though.
Teeth grinding, tooth gnashing.
Yeah, man. This movie. Yeah, man. You scared the shit out of me, bro.
Like how it goes.
Them shits made me laugh.
That is my girl's text message notification sound.
Oh, there's the goats?
It's the goats.
I would, as your girl too, I wouldn't make it past a week, bro. That's crazy.
Yeah. I thought she would have changed. She made it that sound the night it came out. We went to go see it. It's still that sound. She hasn't changed it.
No, it makes me want to change it to that shit now too. Because the whole time my shit is like "Long live the." It's on Scar says "Long live the king."
I don't even know what my shit even sounds like, bro. My shit is always on silent.
Yeah, mine too.
I don't never like hear my shit. I think the last thing
Well,
I had
I'm
was,
gonna switch to the goats now.
I had fucking the Back to the Future shit, the fucking whatever the DeLorean shit. Yeah, I mean, if I was to give this shit a fucking score, man, this movie's a fun.
Are we doing a review? Oh shit! I thought we were just talking about the movie.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah. I mean, definitely.
Kind of went through a lot of the shit, so yeah. I mean, for me, it'd be a 5.
Nah, High Evolutionary though is a dick, bro. That's the one. That's the one villain I felt like they should have never spared.
There was a lot of if you went into this movie with like a somewhat of a small headache or migraine, bro, they scream so much in this fucking movie, bro. Like the High Evolutionary, he was fucking screaming.
There is no God. That's why I stepped in. I got that line is hard though. I love that shit.
He was screaming so fucking much. Everybody was screaming. Everybody, even Mantis was screaming. Everybody was just screaming, bro. It was just like dysfunctional.
How did you figure it out? I built you that brain. I need it. Yeah, they were just wilding the whole movie.
He grabbed his head. I got scared for Rocket.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I'm like, bro, relax. Relax, bro.
He was so mad. He was like, he started explaining to him like what was wrong, why his creations were not like peaceful. He was like, you gotta do this and do that, and he was like, he was tired. I was like, oh, he's like that. Like, how did I create something up smarter than me?
Word.
I knew everything.
That's crazy.
My man said, he said these creatures can fix this in a few seconds. What is that? Root memory. They have no invention.
It's like you're smart enough to figure out that, but you can't tell you're not going.
Yeah, I was fucked up. That hurt my heart. That hurt my heart.
Damn, damn, bro.
Yo, Fresh Prince, that little girl, right? That's Quasar, right? That's like a female.
Lavelle, that's his daughter. Yeah.
She's also a Miss Marvel too.
She's a Marvel, yeah.
Yeah. So I did like that. I like how they mixed her.
Actually,
I was just like, I saw the glowing hands. I was like, shit.
Actually,
she doesn't have
all those little kids there. They're all clones of Miss Marvel.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
From the not
old chick,
the Larson, the
older lady.
Yeah. Older lady. She's the clone there. So I don't know how you got his hand on her DNA, but yeah, that's who we using to clone all those kids.
I think she's the only one that came up with the power. I guess he was cloning them, pretty much finding the one that would have the most like it's like metachlorines and shit.
Yeah, she was the one that was in the wheel. It said she's running for hours and she's not tired.
So she's like Kree and I mean I don't know if they're gonna include her in the Marvels. I think it should, right?
No, they're not.
I mean, they could if they wanted to. I don't. I'm not yearning for it.
My man says he's not yearning.
I wonder if they're gonna like. I wonder if they're gonna bring Drax's daughter in. Like
that's what I thought.
If they're gonna bring him as one of the clones, or if they're gonna bring Drax's daughter as like maybe him and Mantis hook up. Cause it look like they have some kind of connection now. Him and Mantis.
But they left each other though.
She's coming back. She went on like to go find herself. That's it. They're coming back.
They're gonna have the OP chicks and shit. They're gonna have Thor's daughter, you know, her stepdaughter, Eternity, with this chick. They're gonna be fucking fixing the galaxy and shit. Because what are they gonna do with her, right? She's Eternity. She's the embodiment of Eternity. What you gonna do with that? Even though that was like a Wish.com version, but
she's love.
Yeah, she's love. She's not Eternity.
Love, yeah.
Eternity just gave her life though.
Oh man. What would you guys give it a score? What would you go? What's your score looking like?
The score is 5, bro.
That's a 5, solid 5.
Yeah, I give it a solid 5. I enjoyed myself from beginning to end. Yeah, solid.
It made me have a little. It restored faith in me a little bit with Marvel. Kind of like, all right, cool, clean slate. Now we got Secret Invasion. I'm on Red's train that he's driving right now. Whether or not I'm not really like looking for it. I'm not like, oh my god, I can't wait for June to come so I can watch this shit. Like I'm like, it'll get here when it get here.
I'm excited for it. I'm like you guys because I just went into the whole spiel earlier, right? So it's like I understand what they do, I understand what happens, but I'm like I was telling Fresh when we first watched the trailers. Like I can't lie and say that like that whole spy thriller vibe did not come through for me, and like that's really what I would want to see out of a Nick Fury series. So I'm not gonna lie, I'm hyped. I'm not hyped like it's gonna change the landscape of the MCU, but I think it might be a good series, and I am excited to see it.
I just wonder how much you could do with a Sam Jackson, because he's like 75, bro. He's old.
I mean, it's my man Sam though. That ain't your regular 75-year-old.
That is true. That is very true.
Yeah, he still looks good for his age. You could tell like the run. Yo, there's a part when you guys watch Fast 10, when you guys decide to watch it, there's a part where Vin Diesel is running towards the camera. Bro, the funniest fucking thing in the world, bro. If you think Steven Seagal runs funny, this guy runs even funny.
Yeah, he runs funny. Yeah, John Cena has a funny run too.
Yeah.
You ever seen John Cena run?
Why is he running like that, yo? My bad. Sorry.
That's a muscle head run, man. They can't run.
Yeah,
they don't run right. They don't. They're too busy like lifting. They don't know how to run.
Going back into like Sam Jackson, like when he runs, you can tell like it hurts him. Like in the Marvel movie, he was playing himself in his 30s and he was running like he was in the 70s, bro. Like
which movie you said?
The Marvel.
The first was Marvel.
Oh yeah.
Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
You know who's bad funny about this shit? Did you hear Eddie Murphy's interview where they were talking to him about Beverly Hills Cop 4? So he's making Beverly Hills Cop 4, right? No. And they talking about like he don't do all his stunts, but he does like some stunts. So like he's running. They say they got stunts with him running, and the director look at him like, "Yo, you can run a little faster." Everybody's like, everybody said, I was like, "Fuck you, man! I'm running as fast as I can."
Yo, that just sounds funny. Yo, can you run a little faster, bro?
Bro, niggas old, bro.
Oh man, that's hilarious. But yeah, they all old. Yeah, so he like what, 60 something?
Eddie in his 60s. Yeah. He's like, I'm like 60 years old. I can't run like that.
He's not doing high impact shit like on his everyday shit. Like he's not like on some like fucking Tom Cruise. Like Tom Cruise is wild, but he's different.
He's an adrenaline junkie.
He's got some mental illness shit going on, man. He's kind of crazy. So
he's an adrenaline junkie.
Yeah. Did not see that Reckoning trailer that shit that just dropped, bro?
I saw that shit.
Wilding, bro. And it's all him. Is that like little stuff?
That's my guy right there, man.
He's been playing
a death wish, but I'm with him.
Eddie Murphy straight up saying, I ain't trying to be on no Tom Cruise, man. I'm letting stuff. He's not letting my stuff people do that shit.
He's been playing Ethan Hunt since I was in junior high school, bro. That was when the first Mission Impossible came out.
I think the person who talks to the director is the first Kittredge. It's from the first Mission Impossible movie too. The director.
Really?
They talked from this one. I think it's the same guy. He looked like the guy from the first movie. And he says, "Kittredge, you never see me very upset." He threw the gum across the glass, blew up the window, and then he jumps out the shit like.
You said that dude is directing this one?
No, he was the director. You know, director of the agency.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, I think the person who's playing the director of the agency in this one is the same guy from the first movie that was chasing him, Kittredge.
Yeah. I think it is. Yeah.
Yeah, man. This shit. Yeah, 1996 was the first one, bro.
Nigga, I didn't start high school yet.
That was my first
I was
year,
in junior high.
right?
I was in.
Yeah, that was my first year of high school.
I was in junior high. I started high school in '98.
I think I started high school in '96, but towards the end of '96. I think in the summer of '96, I was in junior high.
Fall of 96, yeah. When I started.
Yeah, that's just wild, bro. That's just
those
crazy.
are my joints. I love the Mission Impossible movies are guilty pleasures too. I love those movies.
I think I've seen them all, but at the first 2 or 3, I don't really remember as much.
Tom Cruise is 60 years old.
60?
Yeah.
I mean, that's not terrible. But still, I mean, think about it. Like growing up, like someone that was 60 was like a fucking elderly person.
Hell yeah.
60 is
shit
like,
different.
like I'm 20 years from 60, bro. That's wild.
Mm-hmm. And I don't feel nothing like it.
Whatever that feeling is.
I mean, I'm just equating it with the way I used to see people looking like people were like decrepit back in the days when they were like 60, 70 years old. Like,
bro, because they have hard lives, bro.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that is true. That is very true.
Lives that just go to show how much the life we live is not as hard as they had to do back in the day, man.
Yeah, we are very
back in the day. They had to deal with fucking true racism.
Yeah,
we deal with racism, but they had to deal with true racism where you had nobody to like come protest for you or some shit. I think it just happened. You had to deal with it.
The average dude was working in a factory of some kind, like everybody doing. So yeah, it was definitely harder, man. People going to war and shit.
Jobs,
it's way different.
3 jobs. This is crazy. People did that shit like it was nothing.
Mm-hmm.
They got bust upside their head trying to sit at the white section, white section. Bro,
yeah.
6-year-olds, I'm telling you, 6-year-olds back when we were young, bro. They've been through shit.
Yeah, nah, for real though. Yeah, they definitely.
They got drafted into world wars. Like they didn't even have a choice. They got drafted into that shit. Like
you had no choice. You couldn't. You had to dodge it. You go to jail if you dodge.
Mm-hmm.
That's what Ali did. Ali went to jail. He said, "I'm going to jail."
Hey, just do what Trump did, man. Just fucking say I got bone spurs.
Coward. He don't talk about people that went to war. Yeah, coward.
He said coward.
Yo, he is, man.
Coward. Yo, how do you feel about this John Moran shit? Whatever that whole gun shit, yo. He got caught again. I'm like, yo, in my head, real quick, I get it. He's doing some dumb shit, like shit that's not like, it's dumb shit, but it's not illegal shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I get it. Like you have to have a certain kind of like image, outside of the NBA. I guess
that's what it's all about.
Contract. But like, yo, bro, like he's doing dumb shit. Like he's not doing illegal shit. He's just doing dumb shit that he shouldn't be doing, right?
The problem is that with NBA, they want to be like the positive. They want to show that like all their players are like a positive, like people of the community. They care. They don't want you to go into violence. The whole thing is like for the inner city kids is that play basketball and come to NBA. Don't do violence and don't do this and that with guns and shit. But then you got your top star flashing a gun every time he's in a music video with his friend going live. He's pulling out his gun, waving into the camera and shit like that. Kids see that shit and they're gonna think, okay, John Moran got a gun, he's waving it. Why can't I do the same thing too? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so,
I can see that. That makes sense.
That's the point that the NBA is trying to make out of it.
I just don't get like, you're not at the contract maximum right now. He almost got it, right? He lost money because he didn't make. Like he could have made his max contract, right? It's like, yo, people, the people that you trying to imitate, right, are trying to be like you, right? They want to be in your position. Why would you want to? Like that shit doesn't make any sense for me. It's like, if you're gonna do some dumb shit, go ahead and do it. Why you gotta put everything on Instagram?
That's what
facts.
And that's what the gangbangers are saying. So what also is happening now, because They put it like this: John Moran's not about that life. He's flashing a gun, but he's not about. He lived a very sheltered life. He grew up. He grew up in a rich area. He went to like a good school. Like he doesn't know anything about that gang banging, thug life or hood. He doesn't even know what a hood life is. Like kids who grew up in the hood, he doesn't know anything about that. Yo.
I know that.
So right now he's posing.
I know. I saw that video that is on TikTok. It was like they B-rabbit him. That's what I said.
Yeah, they did it, but then everybody started exposing like, yeah, he's from a rich area. Like, you're not about that life. Everybody's saying, bro, you're not about that life. Stop that shit. So now the gangbangers now, like he say, yo, we see you throwing up the seeds when you playing in the basketball. We see you doing that shit. Like, you're not about that life, and we about to come check you. That's what it's saying.
Yeah.
And that's what the NBA was trying to warn him. Like, bro, you're drawing negative attention to yourself right now, bro. If you keep waving that gun, somebody's gonna test you.
Yo, bro, if I know we could talk about this shit all day, but like, if I had that kind of money, dude, I wouldn't be outside, dude. Like, yo, let's go to a club. Like, nah,
he's a kid, bro. We saying that at 40. He's a kid, bro. He's what, 20 something?
But even when I was 25, 20 something, I was wilding, but I was like, I understood what was going on, bro, without being a millionaire.
Yo, if I was 20 something with that shit, my immature ass would be like going to Disney World and fuck you.
No, if I was
doing like bad childish shit, like going to Disney World.
If I was getting that kind of money, bro, I would be like, if I was single, I was young, bro, I'd be out there rizzing it up, bro, hitting up the Instagram shorties like, yo, I'll fly you out. I'll be doing some dumb hood rat shit, but like,
nah, you gotta be careful nowadays. Them niggas are drugging and stealing. The chicks out here drugging and stealing. You gotta be careful with that shit.
Gotta pick the right ones.
Oh no,
you gotta pick the right ones.
I'm trying to be honest, man. This kid is 23 years old. I'm thinking back about how we was living at 23 years old. If I had million, we was already wilding.
Bro, I wasn't waving no gun in no screen though.
No. I never been that type of person. That's the thing is I've never been the type of person to try to act like something I'm not. So again, that's like not my personality.
I tell you one thing now, like my 20s I was chill. If you were saying if I got that kind of money and I was 13, 14, then I'll believe that shit. I'll be like, you know what? Yeah.
Oh no.
I was wilding. I was bad. But 20 something years old, my brain was fully formed. I understood what I needed to do in life. I was like, nah, I ain't wild. But that's just all this. And mind you, he got caught already. That's just it that gets me. He got caught the first time, right? Said an apology. Said, you know what? I need to work on myself. Got it. Cool. You good. You got suspended for 5 games. Then he do it again.
But are you saying he did it again? Are you blaming him this time? Because to me, I'm like, yo, the friend is a fucking dickhead. Because the friend is the one that pulled out the phone and started recording this shit.
No. The friend kind of tried to save him because he was doing a video and John didn't have the gun and he showed the video. And then when he saw John pull out the gun, he moved the camera.
Wait, start again? You said what happened?
The friend tried to save him because when they did the video, they did the live, they were singing the song and other stuff. They were doing gun things with their hands, right? Which is cool.
Mm-hmm.
But then John actually pulled out the real gun. And then when the friend saw that, he moved the camera away and like, nah. And told him put the gun away. Like, then when the gun was away, then he pulled and kept the live back up to like show them dancing again. The friend tried to save him, but he was too. At
the same time, like I get it, like they both kind of dickheads about it, but like it's all on Ja. Like he's the one that fucking went ahead and pulled the gun out. Like he has to take accountability for that shit. His friend just caught it on camera, but like he still did it. That was all an action that he did. Just imagine, bro. Like you just got reprimanded for some shit you just did, like a month ago. And you do it again.
Pretty sure Adam Silver was like,
that's his choice.
Adam Silver said, when I saw the video, I was shocked because John lied to him and said he would never do it again and blah blah blah. So Adam Silver was like, when I saw the video, I'm here in shock. Well, you got gassed, Adam. That's it, man. You told me what you wanted to hear. That's what it is.
That's just wild, man. But I mean, people just do whatever they want with their money and shit. And we can easily say this is something we don't do, but we're not in that person's shoes. But I know that having that kind of money, bro, I'll be laying low, bro. 'Cause I'll be too paranoid. I'll be too paranoid to do anything else other than fucking be home, invest in some fucking stores or whatever.
Playing video games, got some stores.
So you're not going to no clubs, no parties, no nothing.
Hell no, bro. That's an automatic mark, bro. I don't do.
What?
I don't like clubs anyways. I don't do clubs like that.
I don't know. I'm not calling nobody a liar, but 23 years old, ain't none of us going to a club. We got millions, and we just like, nah, I ain't going to the club. I'm not gonna lie on myself. I know I would have been going. I probably would have got caught up one time, and then that one time would have been good enough for me. You know what I'm saying? But
I've been there like Drake. I'd have been in that club like Drake, bro.
Huh?
I said I'd have been in that club like Drake.
I mean, like I said, if in my teen years I was in the club. I'm just going based on what I did as a kid, right? I was wilding as a teenager, but as my 20, I was already like 21. I already found my girlfriend at that time.
That's what it is, right?
My 20s would have been with her spending the money, but like I wasn't single in my 20s, so I don't know what it would be.
That's why. Okay.
Yeah,
I wasn't trying to come at you or nothing, but I understand why you saying that now. Like I understand because you got with your girl early and all of that. Like no, but I'm just saying, like, I'm not saying I was a playboy or nothing, but I'm not gonna lie. When I came back from college and I came back to New York, like that's all I was doing was working and trying to bag up chicks. Like, so I'm just looking at it from that standpoint. Again, like, yeah, that the whole gun shit is extra. But there's a lot of different scenarios that people get caught up in and get in trouble where a lot of the times it's just like people are young and they don't know no better. And people are like, yo, well, you should have stood your ass in the house and not went to the club. It's like, that's kind of hard to say to a 20-something-year-old, like, who's been living like that. Like,
club, though. That's strip club I've been in.
I mean, same shit. Shit go down in the strip club, too. I'm just saying there's environments where a lot of I think it's a recipe for disaster, period. Just giving young people millions of dollars because the majority of them don't have anybody that has taught them before they got that money how to responsibly handle it, or when they get it, they don't have anybody around them that cares enough for them to help them continue to keep it. Everybody's trying to get their own parts of it. So I just feel like it's all just a deadly recipe all around.
Yep, 100%.
I don't know why you're saying that, because this fucking old motherfuckers right now don't know enough to do it millions of dollars.
Well, yeah, because
that is true.
They got that shit, lost all that shit.
I think it's just worse when you're young, dumb, and full of cum. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. You throw millions on that too. It's like, yeah. Some recipe for disaster, man.
Man, it's young, dumb, full of cum.
I mean, is it not real though?
That's gonna be the title of our next episode.
I mean, same thing when you're old, dumb, and full of cum. Same shit.
I mean, like a lot of these rappers, are trying to live like their second childhood. Like, yo, you 40, 50 years old, and you look dressing like a 20-year-old doing dumb shit. Fucking beefing on Instagram Live like a shorty. Like they be sounding like women on these fucking things, y'all. The way they beef.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
None of these new school rappers gonna make it, bro. They're not built the same way like our rappers were when we were growing up. Like our rappers had a business mindset when they were doing their shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like they might have had a criminal past or they might have did drugs. I mean, not did drugs, but sold drugs or like gangbang, but in the same time, they had an entrepreneur mindset when it came to their music. So when they came out, when they got put on, they started trying to make their own labels, started investing in different business. Now look at 50 Cent now. He got his own TV shows. He's doing Empire. He's like basically on.
Oh, don't say that. 50, if you're listening, bro, you don't have nothing to do with Empire.
I'm talking about his Empire, not the show Empire.
Oh, because he fucking hates Empire. That shit all the time, bro. Let's be clear.
I'm just saying he has the Empire because he has the Empire. He has the music. He has movies and TV. He has the alcohol shit he's doing.
Mm-hmm.
He got the real estate stuff that he got. 50 built the empire. Same as Jay-Z. Jay-Z built the empire. But like these young rappers now, they coming out like they get put on And their mind don't go to like building the empire. Their mind is like, oh, still doing the street shit.
Are you looking at that as a fault of these younger rappers, or is it the actual record labels that are choosing these specific individuals to be the front faces for
I'm looking at the fall of the actual rappers, because the record label has always been the same. It's the same opportunistic, grimy ass record labels that our past rappers had to deal with too. Now, these rappers, they have more opportunity to make their own money. You don't really need a record label nowadays to make your money for the music business, because you could upload your shit yourself and get big, and then you be doing your own concerts and shit like that. And labels notice now. That's why they try to take so much money away from artists when they sign it. They take your concert money, because they know the album sales ain't there no more. They need your concert money now.
That was the point I was kind of trying to make. So the point is do you think that because the people that are really entrepreneurial minded don't need these record labels and are doing things on their own, do you think that it's the record labels that's purposely choosing these, for lack of a better term, ignorant individuals that will just do whatever it is that they tell them to do just to make $1 million or $1?
I mean, I don't know. I can't call it, because there's industry plants, right? There's people that's out there that just out there to be out there to be hot, and they have like they have these
whole
industries,
team,
the whole team behind them. But like I think when it comes down to like hip hop and shit or rap, I just think it's a lack of evolution, right? With the artists, right? They're stuck. They plateau, right? And they just don't do anything different. It's the same shit, right? Like an example, like Jim Jones, right? Kind of like has been the same, right? Same cadence. He hasn't like gone up, right? And Cam has moved over to a new plane, right? Jay-Z, like Red said, 50 Cent, Post Malone, like they kind of like transition to other things and create more opportunities and more sounds, more music, different kinds of sounds, and just overall just evolution. I just think a lot of rappers don't see the evolution. They just do the same exact shit, like one trick pony shit, and they don't really move forward.
Bro, most of the rappers now, they just out here talking about the people they actually killed in real life and shit. They sit there and flow.
Like the drill music, right? Like cool. Like there's some songs that's kind of dope, but like when you listen to those kind of songs, those lyrics, like what did you take away from them songs? Like what? How do you feel? Like, do you feel joyful? Do you feel like you want to do something productive, or you feel like you want to hurt something?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like what is it? Like what is the takeaway from the drill music, right? Like if you listen to one of the songs, like you talking about someone's dead, dead op or whatever. You talking about, pissing on someone's grave. Like how is that like feeding your spirit, bro? Like when you constantly listen to that kind of music and kind of listen to that kind of energy, bro, all you're gonna do is your body's gonna absorb that energy.
Yep.
And you're gonna do either you're gonna be a rapper and do the same kind of shit, or you're gonna do the hood shit. So like, there's really no, you know what I mean? Like now I'm more like when I listen to music, I don't listen to like I listen to certain rap shit, like the old school rap shit, like the new school shit. Not really. I listen to other shit, like other genres that don't really have a category. Like I can listen to Post Malone, right? It doesn't really have a category, right? Like his shit is, for me, is chill music. Like I don't need to be like white knuckling while I'm fucking, listening to music. You know what I mean? I shouldn't have a closed fist. You know what I mean? Like I want to chill. I want to escape. I want to escape the reality that I was born in into some other shit. Like, why I want to keep on listening to some, some fucked up ass story and shit. Like I want to get out of that. I was part of that stuff. You know what I mean?
That's what it is. Like some people, they so stuck in the cycle that when they actually have a chance to get out the cycle, they don't know how to get out of it. They're still in it.
Yeah, and it's a fucked up ass culture, right? Like, you have like Puff Daddy's son, right? He's out in the projects doing these videos and shit. Like, I'm like, yo, bro, like you was born rich. You know what I mean? Like, how's your vocabulary worse than mine? You know what I mean? Like, how can you not formulate a sentence when you had everything given to you.
It's crazy. It's a weird dynamic where like we all want to get the fuck out of here, right? But the ones that are out of here want to get their ass back here so fucking bad. It's like that. Oh, if I can have some semblance of that, then that'll increase my street cred or my G code or whatever the case. It's like it's a real childish mentality. People are just looking for ways to fit in and belong. And it's sad that you are willing to do, going back to the Josh shit, you willing to throw away your whole life and everything that you can do for yourself, your parents, your kids, their kids, everything that you can set up, your entire legacy, you're going to throw away just because you want to feel fly, jumping around on a fucking camera with a gun. For what, bro? Like, the thing is, like, who are you doing that shit for? Who are you doing it for? Like, it's weird. It's like, when I ask my homegirl, I'm not trying to go too left, but it's like, I'm not trying to call you anything, but like for you to try to say that you sitting here and you putting half naked pictures online and you talking about, yeah, I'm doing it for myself. Shut the fuck up. Like that sounds so stupid when you can sit there, look at a mirror with you in that same outfit and be like, yeah, I love me. But then put it online. What are you putting it online for? It's like there's a disconnect. People want to try to like eliminate what the disconnect is and be like, no, I'm not doing it for nobody else. Fuck everybody else. I don't care their opinion. But you putting shit online because you want to get likes for the shit. You want somebody to acknowledge the shit. Even if after they acknowledge it, you be like, oh, thank you. I didn't really need that, but thank you. No, you did it for that. So it's like the same thing that these people are out here doing it for. It's like, what are you running around doing this for?
Bro, it's validation. That's what
it's fucking crazy, yo. People need validation from everybody except themselves.
Like you trying to show off to people that you don't even know yet. They showing off to strangers, bro. Like to be a rapper, to be in this industry, bro, is so fucking scary, bro. And it's like the hazards that come around with being a rapper, bro. Like I can't travel to LA. I have to check in with like a gang to be like, yo, I'm here. Can you protect me? Like, if you're a country music star, if you're a fucking pop singer, bro, you chilling, bro. Like, there is no checking in. Why this our genre music, our culture, right? What we consider culture, right? We have to go through these hoops and bounds, right? Why we gotta die to put music out?
I think at the lowest level, it's all about people who have no power trying to grasp at every little thing it is to feel like they have some semblance of meaning in this world. And I think that's where everything on every level comes back to. People just trying to feel like they're valid or they have some type of meaning in this world. Because a lot of us are growing up in situations where we don't get that validation from even family members, our parents, people that's supposed to love us. We don't even get that validation. So we got a bunch of motherfuckers running around in the streets or online and everything looking to get it from everybody else but themselves. Again, like I said, it's wild to me. I don't know. I don't even know how to get out of this shit, bro. Like, how do we even get out of this? Or not even us. Like, how do we stop our kids from falling into this type of trap?
Gotta listen to them, pay attention to me. Listen to it.
It's a mindset because you know what? As much as you could try to be a present father to do what's right, they're still gonna get those influences from school, from their friends. You know what I mean?
They're around them more than they're around us, right?
And they're gonna want to try to imitate what they see and see that they need validation. And it's like, regardless of how much validation you give them at home, it's just like for kids, it's a human nature to be curious.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes curiosity will just, you know what I mean, will take them to another level that, you know, they have to kind of learn from themselves. You know what I mean? Like, it took me a while to kind of stop doing the dumb shit I was doing and to like realize like, yo, this is not scalable, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man, I don't know, man. It's hard, man. I look at my kids, I look at my son. I'm like, you know, he's very like, he's a kid. He's 12, but he's mad innocent, and I'm like, that's gonna go away soon. And I'm not sure if I'm ready for that. You know what I mean? Because I gotta let him go through his. I gotta let him go through his own path, right? I can tell him these are the things that can happen, but he has to go down his own path. Because if he doesn't do it now, he's gonna do it later when I'm not around.
Mm-hmm.
So it is what it is, man. Yeah, I don't know how we got here. So I don't know if anybody left any breadcrumbs to come back. I think we sailed off into the sea, and I think we just gonna go there.
Let me see.
We might have to need. I think we need the Coast Guard to come out.
Oh
figure out
man,
how we got here.
we at 225.
Yeah, I think we went to.
Did we?
I think we went like a half an hour left. Normally we go more than a half an hour. We kind of like we lose it.
But I think we were done. We were done with Guardians. So like I thought we were just.
I don't know, man. Normally, Red is like our bloodhound when it comes down to the He's been half asleep. I don't know if he.
I know, right? Yeah, he's off the trail.
He's off the trail. Yeah, man, we're gonna wrap it up though.
I was gonna make an attempt, but it's all good.
No, go ahead and make the attempt. Make the attempt because maybe that'll help because I think this is the first time we went left and never came back.
Yeah, right. So we can't have that happen. Not yet. All right. So the last thing we were talking about is dynamics between like children and everything that we were seeing online. Before that, we got to the rap industry, and before that, it was like
John Morant.
Yeah, it all started from the John Morant video and our feelings on that. That's as far as we could go. That's where it started.
But how did we get there?
We got there because I didn't see the whole video, so I made a statement and then Red corrected me on the statement, telling me everything that happened in the video, and then we just went from there, basically talking about it wasn't his fault, but then I threw in the fact of whether it's as far as music being in music culture and all that being an influence. I was asking, do we think it's on the children or do we think it's on these record industry or record label execs that are picking specific people to push a narrative in order to get the youth to act a certain type of way, as opposed to people just getting money with record deals and then not trying to do anything with it after?
Okay, I'm gonna believe you on that one. If this is a false breadcrumb,
nah, this is definitely how we got here. That is definitely how we got here. It all started from the John Morant video, and then spurred to, my question opened it up, and I kind of finished.
Oh, so before we kick it off, when we hop off for the night, let's talk about the Echo series being all released at one day.
I like it.
I like it too, but it's like, what's happening with Disney, man? Is Disney not like they don't want to deal with the week? Maybe they don't have faith in that in the series. Like, let's just throw it all out versus having to hear people complain every week about an episode that they hate. Mm-hmm. They could just deal with just one day of just people hating the series because it's all out in one day.
And then after the weekend's over, ain't nobody gonna talk about it no more.
Gratification,
Yeah,
like,
and then I think
let's see if they like it. Let's see if they don't.
Because this stuff, Disney was very adamant about never following the Netflix model, and they breaking that with this series here. So me personally, I think that they don't like it, and they wanted to be like kind of like forgotten. Like, all right, cool. This is something that probably people didn't want. It's out. People will hate it for a week, and they'll forget about it.
But I'm hearing that it ties into Daredevil. So if that's the case, then people gonna keep talking about it till we get the Daredevil series.
I think that's gonna probably be the only thing, the only highlight that people are gonna be waiting for is the Daredevil part. But listen, I think the Echo. I think she's an amazing actress. I loved her and what's that shit called? Fucking Hawkeye. That shit was good, man. But let's see. I don't know. It was kind of weird for me, but I'll take it. You know what I mean? Was that 8 episodes? That's gonna be crazy to get a Marvel series all in one day. That's gonna be we're gonna have to do a review on that shit.
Maybe they testing it out too, like to see like maybe we should start doing it this way from now on. This is what we've been complaining about.
How many episodes is gonna be?
8
episodes.
So the first Friday after it shows, we're gonna do all 8, or we're gonna do like 2 episodes.
Doesn't the Marvel stuff come out Wednesdays?
Yeah, it usually comes out Wednesday. So I'm trying to.
Yeah, but I think these episodes gonna be like a half an hour piece. I don't think.
Yeah, I don't think they're not gonna be that long.
Yeah, I mean, we could probably do it. If not, I'll watch it. If I'm still, no, I'll watch it. I'll find a way.
Yeah, I'll watch it.
Yeah, that's
I don't have any issue with it. I was looking forward to it.
If I could sit there and watch, what, fucking 9 hours of fucking Stranger Things, well, I did this shit in one day.
Yeah, facts. Like, yeah.
What a full-time job. Made it happen.
See, but we were excited about that, and that held up.
A little shade. On
no, I can't throw shade because I haven't seen it yet, so I don't know. I'm just saying.
I mean, yeah.
That's an element that we're leaving out right now. We were highly invested in that.
At least, Loki, they decided that Loki's dropping this year.
Mm-hmm.
We're getting Loki this year.
October.
And they didn't switch anything, I heard, right? They're keeping everything the same.
But they also, if you look at the synopsis, or you look at
for what, Quantumania?
Quantumania, there's no mention of Jonathan Majors. Nothing.
Yo, they all wilding right now, bro. They are wilding. That's OD. That's OD.
They're doing damage control. They want to make sure that for Loki, so if you say, hey, listen, Jonathan Majors is in Loki 2, season 2, and you frontline him, people that want to cancel the show is gonna want to cancel the show, and it's gonna suffer. But if you don't know that he's in the movie, in the show, then it's gonna do well. So they're gonna be like, yeah, he's in here, whatever.
Yeah, this is madness. It's like I understand it, but this shit is crazy, bro. My man hasn't even been convicted of nothing. My man's being erased from history right now. We are literally watching this man get pruned from the timeline right now.
Yeah, man. And also we got like a little like a spoiler for Aubrey Plaza. She put some shit on her story. So they got the new presentation, the Marvel presentation. The special presentation is going to be the Darkhold series.
Bro, she's been popping up on my feed a lot on YouTube for some reason. I'm like, what's up with all this Aubrey Plaza stuff?
What that Darkhold shit could mean a lot of things. Like,
I think they just came up with a creative name in order to have all of them in the same series, being her, Agatha, and Wanda, instead of like naming it typically one person. I think they just named it something like that so they can incorporate everybody.
Imagine you bring like Ghost Rider.
Shit, see, I don't even want to think about nothing like that.
See that? Well, that's the wish.com.
Like, yeah, like I don't want to think about
You're not gonna get Ghost Rider. You're not gonna get like, even though that is super fitting for Ghost Rider, right? To be in this situation, it's not gonna happen, right?
See, that's the crazy thing. I feel like that's how they mess themselves up because they've been switching this name of this show forever. Like I'm pretty sure this is still the same Agatha series. They keep changing the fucking name.
No, this is different.
It's a different show.
This is the special presentation. This is like what they did with the werewolf.
Werewolf by Night. I swear to God, I assume that they just switched the name of the damn series again because I heard Aubrey Plaza was supposed to be in the Agatha shit.
And she's gonna be in this one too.
Okay, so maybe this is their way of introducing her, like on some Crypt Keeper type shit. Just telling, but it can't even be that because you said it's a special presentation, so that means it's one movie,
one episode,
whatever.
One 40-minute thing, probably 30 minutes.
I don't know. Yeah. Now that you say that, I have no idea. I really thought that was just like them actually having the name of the series now down pat. Like that's what I thought it was.
Yeah,
I don't know. I have no idea what to expect now.
There's so many shows that's already done that Marvel's like, we're not gonna release anything. like the Ironheart series has been finished and filmed like over a year.
Yeah, word. And I ain't heard nothing.
Nothing. Right? There is nothing about that shit right now.
And you heard this dude Sacha Baron Cohen was supposed to be playing Mephisto in that series too, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, that shit sounds so like what?
Sounds fake.
Mephisto and Ironheart? What the hell are we doing? I don't know. It sounds. I don't know, man. Marvel all over the place. It sounds like right now.
Yeah. So.
I know we're probably not gonna talk about it, but I don't like Falcon's new suit either. I know they did it because of the cowl was giving them problems, but I'm gonna be honest, I don't like that blue and gold shit. I don't like that.
Yeah, they had and I said it, and I said, all right, so like I collect Hot Toys, right? And I go for wherever, like for me it's like the peak version of the character because I don't want to keep on buying multiple characters, right? I want to buy the best suit. And I was like, you know what? I had a pre-order for the Falcon and Winter Soldier one. I was like, all right, cool, I'm gonna get that one. And I was like, you know, the movie got announced. I'm like, that suit, they're gonna make a different suit. It's gonna be a better suit. All right, so let me cancel the shit. Then I see the fucking photo of the new suit. I'm like, bro, the fucking show was peak.
Yeah,
it was more comic book accurate.
That was the comic accurate. That was the best we're gonna get, I think.
Now this one here looks like more like Captain Steve Rogers. I'm like,
yeah, but we'll give you a gold star instead of a silver one.
So I don't know, man. I really don't know what's gonna be like if there's multiple changes. I'm like, I kind of like the white, but you know.
No, I think we're done, bro. Because they started talking about the reason they switched it was because the cowl gave them so much problems in post editing. So yeah, I think we're done. I don't think we're getting it back no more. And that was my favorite suit. But yeah, I think it's over.
Well, on that note, guys. Well, we're going to wrap up today's episode here, guys. Hey, listen, if you guys haven't done so, please join our Discord. It is growing. Or there's nobody in it, but the conversation is growing. The conversations are growing, right? There's a lot of threads, though. It looks like a baby Reddit.
Nice way to start that.
It's a nice, it looks like Reddit. It has it's very organized. You go back to conversations you want. Guys, join. It's on the description. Go ahead and join. It's free. Come in, chop it up with us. We're gonna probably plan some watch party stuff. It's a nice
everything y'all scared to say on stream, throw it in the Discord.
Yeah, man. Like join up, have fun with it. Nick, because right now, it's looking pretty dry. I think the most it's just us talking. And it's like here, it's imitating our live show. It's just us talking. So I'm trying to get Soul Brick to get his goons of Yu-Gi-Oh, his crew. Bring them over to the Discord.
Okay.
They commute all the channels to just keep their little community, as a notification, and just have it just it helps because I didn't know that you can monetize Discord, and let's do it, man. We got a little mods.
See, I remember you saying this too. Yeah, we got a wrestling thread too. I'm gonna start jumping in there. We got to build the wrestling thread, man.
Yeah,
we don't talk about that at all on here too much, man. We got to start building the wrestling thread.
Yeah, because all these threads are proactive. So you can retroactive. You can go back into these if you join today, whatever that was said months ago, you'll be able to see there's nothing that gets deleted because you join in. So you can always join into these old conversations and give your 2 cents and shit. But yeah, man, join it. It's on the description. That's pretty much it. I don't have anything else. If you guys want to cop some merch, you guys know where to go. Everything's in the description. Get some if you want to get some Spider-Verse merch. It's been up there for the last 2 months, and they got some dope shit you can rock at the show. Yeah, that's pretty much it, man. So until next week, guys, we catch y'all. Peace.
Later.
1 second. Peace out.